More documents connected to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Revelations are there, like a fake passport that Epstein used in the 80s, listing Saudi Arabia as his place of residence. Also, an apparent link to the British royal family, with a sender titled The Invisible Man writing in an email that he was writing from Balmoral Castle to Ghislaine Maxwell in 2001, asking, "Have you found me some new inappropriate friends?" It's signed just A. The sender is not identified, but many readers suspect that this points to former Prince Andrew, who is noted elsewhere in the documents as providing zero cooperation in the federal Epstein probe.
That's Fox's Alexandria Hall. The DOJ also claiming in a post on X that some of the documents contain untrue and sensationalist claims against President Trump that were submitted before the 2020 election. The White House, meantime, celebrating better than expected GDP growth. Fox Business's Darren Botello.
4.3% growth in the third quarter, bucking the trend, not what a lot of analysts expected. The president posting on Truth Social, crediting the tariffs for all this growth. Also talking about the future of our country. Of course, there's going to be a lot more money in people's pockets in 2026 because of the one big beautiful bill with those tax breaks.
And again, Fox's Darren Botello from the White House. L.A. County bracing for a storm system expected to bring heavy rain and dangerous weather conditions. L.A. County Sheriff Robert Luna.
We have activated key emergency resources, including search and rescue teams and Air Rescue 5 helicopter, which is equipped to deploy swift water rescue capabilities if needed.
Evacuation warnings already been issued for recent burn scar zones. Flash flooding is expected, along with winds gusting up to 60 miles an hour. America's listening to Fox News.
'93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
One person dead and one person in jail. Partly cloudy and 59 degrees in Indianapolis. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:02. IMPD arrested a person after they say they shot another person this afternoon in Canby. When police got to Blooming Grove Drive near Mooresville and Trotter Roads, they found the person shot who didn't make it. Officers searched the area for almost an hour using drones before they arrested the person who shot the other person. If you need to fill up your gas tank, the statewide average for gas today is $2.74 a gallon, says AAA. The National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws says President Trump's action to loosen federal marijuana rules marks a meaningful step toward wider reform.
This is the most significant change in the federal government's posture with respect to cannabis policy in over 5 decades.
Normal Deputy Director Paul Armentano told Wish TV that Trump has asked for the U.S. Attorney General to move marijuana faster from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 under federal law. The Professional Hockey Players Association said yesterday they intend to strike once the league's holiday break ends on Friday. This puts the season for the Fort Wayne Comets and the Indy Fuel in jeopardy. They had been playing the season on a CBA that expired in June.
This is a league that has taken almost a year to concede that we should be entitled to choose helmets that properly fit us and are safe.
Players Association Executive Director Brian Ramsey, the Comets and Fuel are supposed to play each other Friday in Fort Wayne. And one of college football's most iconic rivalries is hitting pause.
The annual Notre Dame USC football series is set to go on hiatus after next season, with the two sides unable to agree to an extension. The rivalry, that began in 1926, has been a cornerstone of college football for nearly a century. Notre Dame has finalized a 2-year home-and-home series with BYU, beginning in 2026 in Provo. Notre Dame and USC officials acknowledge the importance of the rivalry, and they say they hope the series will return in the future. Len Clark, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Traffic and weather in 1 minute. It's 3:04.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220. That's Hammer and Nigel to 46220. Or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
With your WIBC traffic at 3:05, here's Matt Bear.
Yeah, Jake, northeast side of southbound 69 before 96th Street crash, blocking 3 right lanes and stopping traffic past the State Road 37 interchange, a delay time of 19 minutes. Northbound 69, stop and go, 465 past 82nd. Southbound 6570 downtown, stop and go from Washington Street to the South Split B construction. Traffic sponsored by Indeed.com. Stop just hoping the right applicants find your job. Sponsor it on Indeed and match with quality talent. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Again, that's Indeed.com/credit. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
All right, thank you, Matt. And here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center with Tara Hastings.
Clouds decrease later this afternoon. It is going to be mild with highs near 58. Cooler tonight, down to 35 under partly cloudy skies. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel, on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right across from me. Dude, I can get down with these December temperatures, man.
I'm here for it.
But I just hear that it's nearly 60 today. Let's do this. I mean, it's a sunny, beautiful day. We're creeping up on Christmas. And what's the forecast for Christmas?
So Christmas, we're looking at nearly 60 degrees, which is awesome. And then Friday, the day after Christmas, like mid-60s, like 64 or 65.
I'm done with the cold. We've already done that, right? You know, I'm done with the frozen. I almost killed myself on my driveway, for God's sake, because it was so cold and icy. I'm done with it.
There are 2 types of people right now. Here we are, it's Christmas Eve, and I feel like there are 2 types of people. There are the people that say, but I want a white Christmas. And then there are the people like me that look at those people and want to hurt those people. Like, sign me up for this. I had the windows open at the house before I came to work today, Nige.
You did?
Windows were open.
No, I didn't
breeze
do that.
was flowing. Only thing missing was like the Corona commercial where there's a palm tree and, Christmas trees playing in the background. I can get with this, man. I am here for it.
Now, it's not going to last, though, is it?
Oh, no. It's going to be like 14 by late Sunday into Monday.
Wonderful.
A low of 14. So, again, enjoy this now. Sleep with the windows open. Sleep naked with the windows open.
You know, for the kids out there that are getting possibly bikes from Santa delivered on Christmas Day, this is perfect.
Yes.
Because that's all you're going to want to do.
Bikes or skateboards or any type of outdoor activity. Get a football game going outside. Go play basketball outside. I don't know, but it's going to be nice.
Hey, I want to take a page. I was listening to Jake Query on the way in. I want to take just a side note real quick. Like, when you were a kid, like, what were the major gifts you were like thriving for, you were pining for? I know mine were Jordans, and I know it was Nintendo for me. And I thought that was just an interesting question.
Video game systems, probably, with the games. And then any other, like, sporting stuff, because I lived in an area and during a time where you can get all your buddies together and go play ball. You know, if you had a kicking tee along with the new football, you'd go to the field and you'd play a real game. Tackle football, you're kicking extra points, you're doing all the stuff, man. So it was kind of like experience-based stuff, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Another thing that I'm totally down with, much like these temperatures, is what this downtown indie bar is doing. Have you heard about this? Georgia Street Rhythm and Blues. It's a bar on Georgia Street.
Sounds awesome. I've never been.
And I guess recently there was shall we say, a bit of a ruckus that took place outside by the street.
A dust up.
A little skirmish. And here's what they've done. They've said, all right, we're tired of all the knuckleheads. We're tired of the young, dumb morons. So 30 and over. That's what it is moving forward to get into our club.
Wait a minute. They're checking IDs, and if you're below the age of 30, you're denied entry?
Denied, baby. Can I read you their awesome social media post?
I'd love it. Yeah, please.
Now, I'm going to clean this up because there are a couple words in there that I believe I'm the wrong color to say. Abdul might be able to get away with some of these words.
Okay.
Wesley Snipes might be able to say some of these words.
I see where you're going.
I'm not. Quote, due to the increased number of blank and blank that clearly do not know how to conduct themselves in a grown and sexy environment, Georgia Street Lounge will now be age restricted to 30 and over.
Wow.
Unless you are a special guest of our staff or marketing team, you will not be allowed entry. Do not contact us for any under 30 birthdays or special events because the answer will be no. Go somewhere else. All right. Like, I know this isn't probably the thing they teach you in college in terms of marketing classes.
I was going to say, you're
telling people to go to hell, I'm here for that, man. I'm totally on board.
You're eliminating a big portion of your clientele, though.
But is it really? Is it addition by subtraction? Because if you know a place has habitual problems with young, drunk, out of control youths, as they would say in My Cousin Vinny, do you want to go there all the time?
No.
But if you know it's like 30 and older, and more likely those are the folks that have common sense in these bars and clubs and, music venues, I think I'd be apt to go more often.
That's impressive.
That
That's
is
impressive.
Like, I got their back, man.
What is
Georgia
it?
Street Rhythm and Blues. Like, I support everything they're doing here. Do you want to go in there and have some young dumbass? Or do you want to walk in there? Hey, Philip Rivers is here. Hey, all right. That's cool. Now, I have no idea if Philip Rivers goes there, but we know he's over the age of 30. Fox 59 story I thought was interesting. Officials with the Indiana DDC, which is the Destination Development Corporation, rolled out some Indiana tourism statistics. Now, this is for the year 2024. Obviously, 2025, not over yet, but this is from the previous year. And Indiana tourism is doing really well. 83 million visitors traveled to Indiana in 2024. That's nearly a 2% increase from the previous year. $16.9 billion in visitor spending, which is up almost 5% from 2023.
Love it.
Now, here's the part that has my attention. $3.2 billion in tax revenue generated by tourism.
Why does that have your attention?
Well, let me break it down.
That's a big number.
Well, let me break this down from federal to state to local. Federal, $1.4 billion. State, $1.1 billion. And local, $740 million. All good stuff, right? We can all agree. Those are good numbers. We like that. But where the hell is this money going? Because I know it's not going to the streets.
It ain't going to the potholes, baby.
And I know it's not going to the schools because the school board, they're all Tiny Tim all the time. We don't have any money. We can't eat. Please, sir, may I have some more? Trying to hit you up for referendum. Heaven forbid you want property tax relief. Here come the schools bringing a kid with crutches out there and a full cast, maybe in a wheelchair.
Did you just say all Tiny Tim all the time?
All Tiny Tim all the time. That's what schools do when they want money. They trot out there the sick kid that's this close to the Wish Foundation, and they make you feel bad. So where's this money going? That's my question.
What's the? Let me ask you a separate question before we hit a break here. why the influx? I mean, Indianapolis, like, I don't see Indianapolis as a tourist destination. I see it more as a convention business destination. Is that what this is coming from?
I think that's part of it too. Yes. So when you host a convention here, folks come into town, they go out to dinner, they do all the things. I believe that counts. And let's be honest, the Indy 500 has been growing in attendance.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
You've had a partnership with the WWE. You've had new different types of conventions coming into Indy.
Taylor Swift 3 nights in a row.
Taylor Swift was a big deal. So maybe that's part of it here. I'll be curious to see what 2025 looks like, but we're probably going to have to wait almost a full calendar year to get that information. Matt Baer, back me up here. All of this money that we heard about, this tax revenue that's generated by tourism, I haven't seen any used on our roads. Back me up here, my friend.
No, I haven't seen any either, for that matter. As a matter of fact, we are entering pothole season right now, and I hope we're ready. Southbound 69 before 96th Street crash, blocking 3 right lanes and stopping traffic past State Road 37 to Cumberland Road. That's a 22-minute delay. Southbound 65 stop and go west to Meridian. Southbound 6570 jams Michigan Street to the south split because of construction. Northbound 65 stop and go traffic from Raymond Street into the south split because of road construction. Traffic sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. Winter temps are here. Get your heating tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. They will have your system ready for these chilly nights with 24/7 availability. Book at onehourairindy.com. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
As we said earlier, I can get with this. Sunshine and 58.
Beautiful.
Right now at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. All right, when we come back, we have an update, big update, on our charity bowling event, Red, White, and Bowl, presented by Jack Daniels. And Nigel and I went to the Colts game last night.
That was a blast.
Some beverages were had. We had a good time.
Except the Colts got blown out.
Colts defense, not a good time. We'll talk about that, all the sights, the sounds. That's coming up next. It's Christmas Eve here on the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We know you can get your holiday gifts anywhere these days, but knowing your loved one's gift was crafted by master jewelers? It's a difference everyone can see and feel, no matter the price. All of our fine jewelry begins with a vision by our in-house designers. Then, we ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. It's why our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive, free lifetime warranty that covers everything and doesn't cost a dime. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend wants your fine jewelry to be nothing short of perfect. Come see for yourself. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
This is Chris with Absolute Comfort. We just want to thank you and your family for business that you've passed to us this year. Our families appreciate everything that you do for us, and we just want to let you know that if you have needs for your man cave or your she shed or whatever the thing is for a family member that you love, we just ask that you give us a call, and we've got some different ideas for you. Have a Merry Christmas.
Absolute Comfort is your Mitsubishi Electric Elite Douglasford dealer.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique, custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson from Wilson Farm Market. The holidays are about fresh food, family, and local traditions. For over 50 years, my family and I have brought you fresh produce, bakery favorites, fried chicken and sides, candies, cookies, and ready-to-cook meals. Everything you need for a memorable holiday table. From our pies and pretzel bread to all the little things that make your meal special, we love being part of your celebrations. This season, make your holidays fresh, local, and full of cheer. From my family to yours, thanks for shopping at Wilson Farm Market.
If your end of summer plans don't include a trip to Macy's, then you're missing out because our Labor Day sale has huge savings to wrap up the season in style. Like dresses from Karl Lagerfeld and INC, 100 and under. Plus, just what you need for fall. Like Levi's for your whole crew, 30 to 40% off. It's also the best time to update your home with our lowest prices of the season on furniture, mattresses, and more. Hurry in. Macy's Labor Day sale is going on now. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
All right, what do we know about our third annual Hammer and Nigel Red, White, and Bowl presented by Jack Daniels, January 16th at Woodland Bowl? Hammer, what do we know? What's the update?
Only 14 tickets are left. Only 14 tickets are left. So if you have been waiting for the last minute, if you need an outside-the-box gift idea, if there's somebody in your family that likes bowling or pizza or Jack Daniels or Hammer and Nigel show, maybe all of it, maybe some of it, I don't know. Go to WIBC.com right now, buy your tickets.
It's a fun thing to do on a Friday night in January, man.
It is.
I mean, this is our third annual, and we're raising money for veterans.
Yes, that's the important thing. We've been doing a number of different charities to try to help out as many people as we can. This is one of our favorites, and Woodland Bowl puts on a great show, man. We're going to be on the microphones. We're going to go lane to lane, maybe have some beverages with some folks, hit that pizza buffet, and
I'm thinking about doing dry January.
Oh, shut up. Just shut the hell up. God, you dry January people wear me out. Like Abdul walks around here and expects us to give him some sort of award. Oh, I'm not going to be drinking in January. Oh, shut up.
Yeah,
all of you people.
Does the edibles.
Right. Right.
It doesn't even count. But
Abdul does more cannabis than Cheech, and he wants us to give us some sort of award. I'm doing dry January. And I don't want to hear any crap out of you either, because about 2 or 3 days,
here we go.
2 or 3 days into quote unquote dry January, it becomes dry-ish January.
You add the ish
right
to it.
It's kind of dry-ish.
How can I not go to our own event and enjoy some libations, especially on a Friday, on a Beer Sample Friday / Jack Daniels Sample Friday?
And we got prizes to give away. There's a silent auction. So if you're a competitive bowler, we've got a group of dudes that are pretty tough to beat. They're going to be in it to win it. If you're just somebody going for fun, you want to have the pizza buffet, kick it with us, talk a little smack, do that too. But get your tickets right now. I'm willing to bet by the time we come back on the air, maybe this Friday, I'm working Friday, this thing might be sold out. So buy your tickets right now. Do not wait. WIBC.com.
Third annual, it's always a good time.
Nige, you, we were there last night. We were into it. It was loud. It was rowdy.
It was
Old
awesome.
man Phillip Rivers went down the field. The Colts led 7-0. And then the wheels fell off.
Did the 49ers almost put up a 50 burger on the, it was 48-27, the final score, right?
The 49ers put up 48. Yes. They almost matched their nickname.
Yeah, man. I looked. My son. I had brought my son with me. He's about to turn 14. He goes, Dad, I want to see Phillip Rivers throw a touchdown, and he did like a couple times.
2 of them.
A few times.
Right. The gambling degenerates that we had on the show yesterday. Kenny Britt said, "Hey, take the Niners first half. That was a win."
Yep.
David Stefanoff said, "Hey, you want good value? 2 touchdowns by Phillip Rivers. Bada bing, bada boom. We cashed that too."
So the defense, though, the Colts D didn't do that well. Am I under?
Well, I think the 49ers just scored again, if that's is any indication of what happened last night. No, like the old man played pretty well.
He did.
277 yards, 2 touchdowns to Alec Pierce. The offense put up 27 points against one of the best defenses in the league. But boy, that defense, the same defense that went to Seattle and kept a really good Seahawks team out of the end zone.
Disappeared.
Man, you gave up five passing touchdowns to Brock Purdy. This isn't like Joe Montana or Steve Young back there. This is Brock Purdy. As a matter of fact, this is what Colts head coach Shane Steichen told his defense after the game.
You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds. Nerds!
5
You got me there.
for Brock Purdy, man. McCaffrey, 21 rushes, $117.
Yeah, you and I kept on looking at each other every time McCaffrey got the ball, and we were like, we made that face. Like, ee.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. McCaffrey's a stud.
And Kittle,
yes.
I don't claim to be Vince Lombardi here. The highest football I ever played was trying to walk on in college, but it doesn't feel like it's a smart strategy to not be within 10 yards of arguably the best tight end in football. Might want to get a body on George Kittle.
You know, my son, I think the highlight was not only watch, he said, Dad, I want to see Phillip Rivers throw a touchdown. He saw 2. And the crowd goes nuts. And he also, I had to go pee so bad during halftime. He stayed with you and Crystal.
Yes.
During the halftime show. And he goes, Dad, that halftime show was amazing. You missed it.
It was pretty cool.
It was the lady that tosses the plates on top of her head, right? On
Red Panda.
On a unicycle?
The GOAT of all halftime shows doing a rare NFL appearance. And she was out there with these people that had like glow-in-the-dark suits on, so they turned off the lights.
Yeah,
it was a really cool visual. But when you're doing the Mount Rushmore of halftime acts, it's Red Panda, it's the really fast Simon Says guy, it's the real quick jump rope people, and I think it's Frisbee Dogs.
Oh.
That's my top 4.
What was your second one?
The really fast Simon Says guy. He plays Simon Says, but it's rapid fire. You've never seen that?
I've never seen that.
The boys, when they were little, did it at a Pacers game. They got called onto the court. And he's a trip.
They call fans out onto the court and do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like every team, they have the same people. They just travel around like professional halftime acts.
The Frisbee Dogs and Red Panda, I think, are the top 2.
The Frisbee Dogs took the place of the Quick Change couple because I think one of them passed away.
Yeah.
Like they would change the clothes really fast and do like some sort of bit. But no, that was wild. The thing that I didn't like though, and again, put this on the list of reasons why I have beef with Shane Steichen. They introduced the defense to start the game. Man, come on.
Yeah.
The crowd was wanting some Phillip Rivers reaction. Because keep in mind, Phillip Rivers has never played in front of a full Lucas Oil Stadium crowd.
Yeah, it was a COVID crowd in 2020.
Right, it was all COVID. Limited capacity. And every time they'd show him on the Jumbotron, the place would go nuts. They were in his corner.
Yes.
We had the chance for a moment, and Captain sucked the fun out of the room, makes the defense get announced, knowing good and well he was going to probably have the ball first because he's the only idiot that wins the coin toss and says, give me the ball.
Are you talking about the head coach?
Yes.
When you say those words.
I'm a little salty. I hate going from 7-2 to missing the playoffs.
It's heartbreaking.
Little
It's
salty,
so
but
heartbreaking.
Man, we had a good time, though, last night.
Man. Had
Beers
fun,
were
man.
drank. Family
man.
had a great time. And now the Colts back at it again this Sunday, taking on Jacksonville. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
I don't know if you're like me, but I love fireplaces. Fireplaces are awesome, especially in the winter during the Christmas time, the holiday season. Only problem is most people's fireplaces don't work. Ours didn't for 13 years, so I finally had enough of it. Called Chimney Solutions of Indiana. They came out, diagnosed the problem, gave me several different options. Then my wife and I went out to their showroom at Lafayette at 86th Street. We picked out this gorgeous fireplace insert, and now we've got a beautiful fireplace. And sitting right next to it is a Christmas tree, got the TV above it. It looks great. If you want to get your fireplace fired up for the holiday season, go to chimneyindy.com. That's chimneyindy.com.
Marcus Morris here with Family Heating and Air. As we're reaching colder weather, you may find yourself in need of furnace service. At Family, we specialize in solutions to extend your furnace life. Call the Fix-It team from Family. You can easily reach us at familyhvac.net. From our family to yours, have a happy holiday.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
By the time this ad ends, Washington will have burned through millions of your dollars. That's not how we do things in Indiana. I'm Congressman Jefferson Shreve, bringing Hoosier common sense to Washington. I passed legislation to cut waste, save taxpayers millions, and deliver real tax relief for workers and families. Less waste, more money in your pocket.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Breathe in the wonder and joy of Christmas, where the extraordinary often shines through the ordinary moments, through kindness, care, and compassion. At Franciscan Health, we provide care rooted in faith, love, and dignity, and believe life is a gift and every moment is extraordinary. So take a breath and give thanks as we celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas. Franciscan Health. Love your extraordinary life.
Picture this, you're on a date, and then bad breath happens. Confidence gone. Here's the truth. Most gums and mints are just bad breath Band-Aids, but not Zellman's Minty Mouth. The functional breath freshener you swallow. Tiny dual-action capsules with mint on the outside, parsley seed oil inside, clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. It's only available online. Go to Zellmans.com, Zelmins, Zellmans.com, code FRESH for 15% off.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
More documents being released. Partly cloudy and 60 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:32. That's what the Department of Justice is doing in regards to sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Much of this latest installment is court documentation and emails related to the criminal cases against Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Some of it benign, out-of-office responses, media clippings, but revelations are there, like a fake passport that Epstein used in the 80s, listing Saudi Arabia as his place of residence. Also, an apparent link to the British royal family, with a sender titled The Invisible Man writing in an email that he was writing from Balmoral Castle to Ghislaine Maxwell in 2001, asking, "Have you found me some new inappropriate friends?" It's signed just A. The sender is not identified, but many readers suspect that this points to former Prince Andrew, who is noted elsewhere in the documents as providing zero cooperation in the federal Epstein probe.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff reporting. It turns out that snacking on high-fat cheese every day might actually be good for your brain. New research shows people who ate about 2 ounces a day had a lower risk of dementia than those who barely ate any. AAA says between 110 and 120 people in America will be driving for the holidays. The national average gas price today is nearly $2.86 a gallon. Drivers in the Northeast should keep an eye out for snowy roads, and in the West should watch out for winds and heavy rain tonight. Indiana is getting a nod for its efforts to make life more affordable.
From tax bills to school costs, Indiana is trying to make things a little more affordable for you, say leaders. The state has rewritten its property tax rules, a change expected to lower bills for many homeowners. And starting next year, every student will qualify for a private school scholarship, giving families more choices. Those moves are getting noticed beyond Indiana. The Washington Post editorial board has named the state its first ever state of the year, ahead of New Hampshire and California. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the Christmas Eve Powerball jackpot now stands at $1.7 billion. That's the fourth largest in U.S. lottery history. WIBC News Time is 3:34. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute.
The Indianapolis real estate market is strong, but not easy. Now is a good time to sell only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home like Mark Dietel Realty. Perhaps you're worried with the challenging market you won't sell your home for the price it's worth. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Listen to what Neil in Indianapolis had to say about working with Mark Dietel. I'd already moved and listed my old home with an agent friend for 60 days. Not happy, I decided to evaluate the Mark Dietel marketing plan, and I switched. To my relief, after about 15 days on the market, the Mark Dietel team sold my home as is for the price I needed. Call the local Indianapolis agent I trust and recommend, and the agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel, 317-755-4232 for all the details, or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark, Dietel.com, markdietel.com. Tell him Rob sent you.
Traffic now on 93 WIBC with Matt Bear.
Inbound 69, just a bad-looking crash before 96th Street, blocking 3 right lanes. They have industrial-sized tow trucks here, very large tow trucks, and right now traffic is jammed past the State Road 37 interchange, almost to 126th Street, and a delay of 26 minutes. Southbound 6570, stop and go 70 to Washington Street. Southbound 6570 slows from the north split to the south split because of construction. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center with Stephen Deanna.
Expect a colder Tuesday night under partly cloudy skies. Lows will be down to the mid-30s. Christmas Eve on Wednesday, we're still mild, highs in the low to mid-50s under a mix of sun and clouds. By Wednesday night, we will check our next weather system. There will be scattered rain showers in a mix that will carry into Thursday morning. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel. On the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Crime, punishment, judges, legal stuff.
Yeah, I hate this. But it's indicative of what's going on across the nation. It's Hammer, it's indicative of what's going on in Indianapolis. An Ohio repeat offender was accused of killing someone just days after a nonprofit paid his bail, which allowed him to be released from jail. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Can I make a guess on which nonprofit it was?
Sure.
I got $5 on the Bail Project. Tell me the rest of this story.
Are they operating in Ohio?
Yes.
Donnie Allen allegedly shot and killed 27-year-old Benjamin McComas at a Cleveland light rail station around 7:30 Sunday. Donnie Allen charged with aggravated murder and arraigned on $1 million bond.
Okay, so I'm going to parlay my $5 bet here.
Okay.
So I've got $5 on the Bail Project. I'm also going to parlay that with a soft on crime judge that lowers the bond to something ridiculous. So we got a 3-legger going now. Continue.
Court records shows that this murderer, allegedly, Donnie, was charged with drug possession, breaking and entering, vandalism, obstructing official business, and possessing criminal tools in relation to a separate incident at a Cleveland light rail station.
So this is something totally different than the homicide.
Yes.
This is what he got locked up for originally.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
His bond, $15,000. Lowered by a radical leftist judge to $5,000. Now,
okay, so we got two legs checked off the parlay here.
Yes.
Radical judge,
You're
soft on crime, and a lowering of a bail
I have a
sentence.
feeling you're going to win this parlay.
I just need one more to cash this ticket. Come on, Bail Project.
Court records show the Bail Project.
Yeah! Let's go.
This nonprofit piece of garbage organization provided the money for this murderous a-hole subhuman to be bonded out of jail, and he was released. They paid Allen to be released from the Cuyahoga County Jail.
So just a few days after the lowering of the bail, the soft on crime judge and the Bail Project got this dude out, he killed somebody.
What do you know?
Ridiculous. Now, if you look at the rap sheet of this dude, it's not like this is a Boy Scout who's made a couple bad mistakes lately. 2019, 2 counts of burglary, 1 count of criminal damage. 2021, burglary. 2022, burglary. 2024, 2 counts of attempted burglary. Assault on a peace officer, obstructing official business, resisting arrest, and drug possession. And then just in December of this year alone, there was the situation that took place on December 4th.
Yeah.
The breaking and entering, the vandalism, all that crap. And then the bail was lowered. He's back out there, and he killed somebody.
Well, the bail was lowered, but he still couldn't get out of jail unless the Bail Project stepped in. Right? Am I looking at this correctly?
You're correct. And the Bail Project said, let's see, this is a guy that's been in and out of jail pretty much every single year since 2019. This is what we want to hitch our wagon to. This is somebody we believe in. We feel like this is a good guy to have out there on the streets. And they can give you that bull crap argument all the time. Well, we feel everybody should be able to pay bail. I don't. If you can't afford to pay the bail, maybe next time, how about a little less burglary? How about a little less breaking and entering?
Isn't there like some sort of saying, like if you can't do the time, don't do the crime? If you can't pay the bail, don't go to jail.
You're giving me strong W vibes right now. Fool me once, shame on.
Hold on.
Shame on you.
If you can't,
we won't be fooled again.
If you can't pay the bail, don't go to jail. I think that's a pretty good one.
Nigel, one of the best AI videos I made this past year, I think, was you and Whoopi Goldberg getting very intimate together.
Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was the best. My
your
wife,
family and friends loved that one.
Sure, that was going around. Like my wife's work friends were sending that around, which is totally separate from anything we do. That was, she was very proud.
Your side piece, Whoopi Goldberg's very upset that Donald Trump is doing this program called Warrior Dividends, where if you're a member of the United States military, you get a check for $17.76. Whoopi Goldberg's upset. She goes on The View and says that Trump's trying to bribe the military to do whatever he wants.
But all Americans need help right now. And just a handout isn't the answer. Smart policies are the answer.
What he's doing is he's thinking, if I make sure that the soldiers have what they need, they'll back me in what I want. See?
So she's accusing the soldiers of accepting a bribe. Is that kind of how you put it?
Right. And because we all know that soldiers, not their commanders, not their leaders, make the decisions and get to speak directly to the president. That's so stupid.
Look, $1,700, I don't have a problem with it at all. That's a lot of money for a lot of military families. That's
correct.
Christmas. That's Christmas presents.
I know Rob would probably disagree because this feels like something Rob would have a problem with because not everybody's getting something. But if you agree to put on the uniform and have shots fired at you to defend us, I'm all right with you getting a little perk of the job. I totally am.
Pretty insulting of Whoopi to say that.
There was a military wife who had a pretty interesting response to Whoopi Goldberg.
Military wife here. Let's just gloss over the part where Donald Trump is supposedly giving anybody illegal orders because a woman with no military experience who once voiced a cartoon hyena says so. To suggest that our servicemen and women would betray their country for any amount of money, much less $2,000, is disgusting and shows exactly what Whoopi Goldberg thinks of the United States military. The average enlisted service member makes $53,000 a year to go to difficult places and do hard jobs and often be separated from their families, and it is pathetic that a woman who makes $8 million a year sitting on her rear end spewing trash, who gets mad when food stamps get cut off for junk food and candy, would moan about these people getting a modest Christmas bonus and then suggest that they would be traitors who would betray their country. And why on God's green earth ABC News still lets this woman sit there opening her gob is absolutely beyond me.
Slow clap.
Slow clap.
Slow clap.
That's what I was saying.
Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
I'm going to pay these soldiers $1,700 so they'll do what I say, legal or not legal.
Bring them all to me.
So stupid.
I'm going to meet with them all individually, one by one. The dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Oh,
and that's coming from The View, where there's a lot of dumb stuff. Things get pretty dumb pretty quick on The View, but that's pretty strong. Nige, we've mentioned this a couple times throughout the program. It is Christmas Eve. Some would call it the night before Christmas.
Yes.
And it's kind of a tradition on this program that we have a little poem to kind of set the mood. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the DNC, Governor Pritzker of Illinois was stress eating. He's on plate number 33.
Get in my belly!
The stockings are hung. Dr. Fauci is spreading fear. Elizabeth Warren is in the kitchen.
I'm gonna get me a beer.
The gifts are all wrapped with ribbons and bows. Ilhan Omar and her brother are under the mistletoe. More family and friends have arrived. They're all gathered in the room. Nancy Pelosi just got here. She flew in on her broom.
There it is. There it is.
When out on the lawn, we heard such a clatter. False alarm. Wrong fat guy. It was just Jerry Nadler. But Santa would arrive with his white beard by his mouth. He brought Kamala a one-way ticket to the border so she could finally get her ass down south. AOC got red lipstick, Bernie a government check. Adam Schiff got 13 scarves to cover up that big pencil neck.
Pencil neck Adam Schiff.
Santa brought new egos as the polling shows they've been bruised. He brought the Clintons new body bags because all of theirs have already been used.
Oh, no.
Santa and a guest flew off, and you could hear the sleigh bells ring. They said, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all."
You know the thing.
There you go. 'Twas the night before.
Oh, wow.
The night before Christmas.
A tear to the eye. It's kind of funny. I was walking into my Exercise Inc. appointment Saturday, and Sid, my coach, my trainer, was on the phone with somebody who had heard about Exercise Inc. on this radio station, heard me talking about it. So as I was in there listening to the conversation, the guy on the other end of the line was like, "Yeah, I heard about this on a Hammer and Nigel show. I want to come in. I want to change my life. I hate going to the gym. I know I need to make better decisions about my health, and I want to come out and try Exercise Inc. right now through the end of December. Come out to Exercise Inc., get a free consultation, then with that, 2 free sessions. Come see what it's all about. It's a once-a-week strength training program that only lasts 20 minutes. 5 or 6 exercises, 3 minutes each. I've built muscle. I've lost weight. I feel better. Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Zionsville, and now in Fishers, exerciseinc.com. Go to exerciseinc.com. Change your life in 20 minutes a week with Exercise Inc.
Holiday savings are in full swing right now at Tom Roush Lincoln with our 999 sale. $9,000 off a new Lincoln Corsair, $9,000 off a new Lincoln Nautilus, or $9,000 off a new Lincoln Aviator. Your choice of any of these great luxury cars, $9,000 off. Come on in to Tom Roush for those holiday savings. And Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Corsair stock number L25277, MSRP 5220. Nautilus stock number L25270, MSRP 57235. Aviator stock number L25246, MSRP 65165. See dealer for complete offer details.
Helzberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Helzberg.com for up to 50% off.
Experience the wonder of happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Lease a 2025 Accord SE for $317 a month and 0 down, or finance as low as 3.99% APR. Prefer an SUV? Lease a 2025 Pilot Sport all-wheel drive for $489 a month with 0 down, or financing as low as 4.49% APR. Don't miss happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year, all fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends January 1st, 2026. See dealer for details.
Is your home stressing you out? Why not sell it to us? We will buy any property in any condition.
We receive a tremendous amount of phone calls on that property. A lot of them are very aggravating. You're not going to buy it over the phone, so let's don't kick tires. Come and look, say yay or nay, and then we can both go on down the street. And so James did come, looked it over, we talked, chatted. James, he did a good job. Did what he said he was going to do.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME.
Hey, what's up? It's Hammer here. And if you want to declutter the house, but you don't want to do anything, boy, do I got some people for you. Rubbish Works. Rubbish Works is here to save the day. You simply point at what needs to go. They take care of the rest. They are a full-service junk removal company. They load it. They haul it. They dispose of it for you. It doesn't matter if it's furniture, appliances, debris, construction site. They will take care of pretty much anything. All you have to do is call them and set up a time for them to come out. 317-207-2749. That's 317-207-2749, or visit them online at rubbishworks.com. Rubbishworks.com. Use the promo code HAMMER, and you'll get $25 off of your clean out with Rubbish Works.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Hammer and Nigel to 46220 today.
KC and the Sunshine Band, live at Old National Center January 23rd at 7:30 p.m. It's the ultimate throwback party. Get your tickets today at WIBC.com.
All right, coming up here in just a moment, daily Alabama jokes. I promised you we're going to rip on those hillbillies every day until the Hoosiers beat them. But first, Matt Bear's got to look at the roads.
What's up, everybody? Looking at southbound 69 crash before 96th Street. Right lane is blocked, traffic jammed back to Cumberland Road, but we are moving again at the front of the line with a couple of lanes reopening. Southbound 465 on the east side, stop and go traffic 72 South Shadeland. Southbound 6570, stop and go traffic from the north split to the south split because of construction. We had an earlier crash there. It has cleared. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
57. Man, it's awesome outside at the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Beautiful.
Coming up here in just a little bit, President Trump, very proud of his new battleships. We will
I heard about this.
talk about that and rumors of a call-in from AI President Trump.
Oh, let's hope those are true.
But first and foremost, we've reached that point in the day where it's time for your daily Alabama jokes, okay? I promised everybody if those hillbillies from Tuscaloosa knocked off Oklahoma, we would have jokes of the day every day until the Hoosiers knocked them out of the college football playoff. So, Nigel, you ready?
Hit me, man.
Why did the Alabama hillbilly cross the road?
Why?
To have sex with his sister. All right, let's go one more. We got time for one more?
A little more simpler than I would have thought, but yes, go ahead.
Why did the Alabama hillbilly take a ladder to the bar?
To have sex with his sister?
Yeah! There you go.
I guessed right. I had no idea.
That's it. There's only one reason.
It was the same punchline for both.
Only one reason, Nige. That's it. Now, we're off the next couple of days, but Chris Hammer and I will be in here on Friday. We will continue the Alabama jokes, and then all next week, I'll be in here with the exception of New Year's Day, and I think January 2nd, I believe we have off for some reason. So we'll take it. But leading up to the game, all the Alabama slander you can handle.
Alabama slammer?
Alabama slander. That's what we're going to do next week. All right. Coming up next, Trump, the battleships, AI Trump, and another athlete. I'm a little torn on this one.
Okay.
Is this athlete a race baiting piece of crap?
Oh.
We'll talk about that next.
Xfinity is the network you can rely on. Like a close friend who will give it to you straight. The friend who will tell you that new haircut, it's not great. Friends make sure friends get good haircuts. And Xfinity makes sure you get a good deal on Wi-Fi. Xfinity gives you reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at our best price. This holiday season through January 4th, get gig speed Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 whole years. No strings, no commitments. Just super fast, reliable gig speed Wi-Fi with our best equipment and unlimited data included. Save yourself from questionable decisions and save over Verizon and AT&T. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. We'll help you find last-minute gifts that don't look last-minute, even if you're still planning to propose. At Shane Company, we'll show you perfect gifts at perfect prices, in stock and ready to give. Like hand-matched diamond studs, 14-karat gold chains, or the ultimate gift, a beautiful engagement ring. We have longer store hours, so you can skip the crowds and shop when you want, or visit us at shaneco.com. Because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Marcus Morris here with Family Heating and Air. As we're reaching colder weather, you may find yourself in need of furnace service. At Family, we specialize in solutions to extend your furnace life. Call the Fix-It team from Family. You can easily reach us at familyhvac.net. From our family to yours, have a happy holiday.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joiner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joiner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana, and the best place to start is joinerhomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joiner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joiner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at joinerhomes.com.
Lose weight or stop smoking with hypnosis, guaranteed or your money back. Only $59.99. Destroy unwanted cravings, late night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Also destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, or weight gain, or your money back. Hypnosis January 29th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss of 5:30 p.m., stop smoking at 8. And January 31st at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss 11 a.m., stop smoking at 2. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
If your end of summer plans don't include a trip to Macy's, then you're missing out because our Labor Day sale has huge savings to wrap up the season in style. Like dresses from Karl Lagerfeld and INC, 100 and under. Plus, just what you need for fall, like Levi's for your whole crew, 30 to 40% off. It's also the best time to update your home with our lowest prices of the season on furniture, mattresses, and more. Hurry in. Macy's Labor Day sale is going on now. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Technology Recyclers is the safe and ethical choice for your computer and electronics recycling. R2 certified, 100% landfill free, guaranteed destruction of data, and absolutely free pickups. Visit tech-recyclers.com.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, updates about the fatal shooting at Kentucky State University earlier this month. One person is dead and another person was arrested. You'll hear what happened in Canby today. You'll also hear IU's head coach talking about what to expect for the Rose Bowl. Those stories next after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 4 o'clock.
Another release. I'm Paul Stevens, Fox News. President Trump's name comes up several times in the latest batch of Epstein files.
In a statement attached to the latest release, the Justice Department says some of the documents contain untrue and sensationalist claims made against President Trump, but they are being released as legally required. The documents include a letter to convicted sex offender Larry Nassar, allegedly written by Jeffrey Epstein, referencing our president. The FBI had requested handwriting analysis of that letter. There was also a document from 2020 from a federal prosecutor indicating President Trump flew on Epstein's private plane several times in the 1990s. A batch of documents released last week includes several photographs of former President Bill Clinton with Epstein. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Multiple evacuation orders already issued ahead of heavy rains and wind and flooding expected in California.
LA County Supervisor Hilda Solis warned residents.
An atmospheric river is expected to deliver up to 10 inches of rain across Los Angeles County.
Multiple roads, especially around the Palisades area, are closed. Officials acknowledged the Christmas holiday, but asked people to try to avoid unnecessary driving.
And that is Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. A strong economic indicator released earlier today.
The official scorecard of the economy, the gross domestic product, grew at a much faster than expected pace in the third quarter, 4.3%, the highest since the same period in 2023. The economy, though, is unlikely to match that pace in the closing months of 2025 due partly to the government shutdown.
And that is Fox's Lillian Wu. On Wall Street, stocks finishing higher, the Dow closing up about 79 or so points, about 0.2%. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
He's now out of jail. It's partly cloudy and 60 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:02. A jury decided not to charge a man from Evansville for the shooting at Kentucky State University 2 weeks ago from today. Jacob Bard was charged with murder and assault at first, but he says he was using self-defense to protect his family during the fight that happened on campus. No one is facing charges at this time. Dejon Fox Jr. was the one killed in the shooting, and Whitney Young was the one injured. One person is in trouble at the law after shooting their weapon, Jarrett Lewis reports.
Indy police say a person was shot and killed in the Canby neighborhood just after 12 this afternoon. It wasn't an hour later that IMPD said they had someone in custody. In a post to social media from the department, it said officers used drones and canines to help find the suspect and arrest him. Anyone with information about the shooting is asked to contact IMPD or Crime Stoppers. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
A change in federal policy has Indiana politicians talking about marijuana legalization. State Rep Kyle Miller told Wish TV it's time for lawmakers to start planning, even though no proposals are moving yet.
I think what it does is it opens up the conversation. We can no longer say, let's wait on the federal government. It's time for Indiana to act now so that we can start putting the framework together for some type of legalization.
Earlier this week, President Trump ordered his attorney general to review reclassifying marijuana. Lots of people visited Indiana last year. New state reports showing a record of 83 million visitors in 2024. Huge draws like the Taylor Swift concerts and the solar eclipse helped push tourism numbers past pre-pandemic levels for the first time. Governor Mike Braun says the surge proves Indiana is becoming a top-tier destination for both play and work. And the Indiana football Hoosiers are preparing for the Rose Bowl against Alabama on New Year's Day. Hoosier head coach Kurt Cignetti says he was asked about the injury to his defensive lineman Stephen Daly this week.
I guess we'll see when we play the game what we decide to do, right?
And the kickoff is at 4. WIBC News time is 4:04. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute.
Seeking a quality system engineer for Greensburg, Indiana Automotive Company to lead preparation for IATF audits, ensure ISO, IATF, AIAG, VDA, and A-SPICE are met. Requires bachelor's in industrial, mechanical, or automotive engineering, industrial, mechanical, or automotive engineering technology, or closely related. Will accept a single degree or any combination of degrees, diplomas, professional credentials, or professional experience determined to be equivalent by qualified evaluation service. Position also requires 2 years of quality engineering or quality audit experience analyzing data with Looker Studio, leading on-site IATF and VDA audits, following up on CARs, creating internal procedures consistent with IATF and VDA requirements, designing and deploying and maintaining platforms for document control, audits, and reworking management, validating SWOT and quality policies to ensure conformity with IATF requirements, auditing automotive heat exchanger manufacturing processes, training employees on process audits, validating employees as assistant PQA auditors, and training internal ISOTS auditors and preparing management reviews, contingency plans and MSA and verifying their effectiveness. 20% travel within the U.S., Mexico, and Brazil required. Send resume to Valio North America Inc. at valio.ves-usa.mailbox@valio.com. Reference code 513223.
You've got WIBC traffic at 4:05 with Matt Bear.
Southbound 69, a 6-minute delay from 106th Street to 465 because of an earlier crash that has cleared. Crash westbound 465 between Allisonville Road and Keystone Avenue. The right lane is blocked, no delay. Southbound 6570 crash in the south split backs us up to Michigan Street, and a little bit beyond that is a construction zone. Westbound 70 by the airport crash at Ronald Reagan Parkway, blocking the right lane, causing stop and go traffic back to the airport collector. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield brings whole health to Brookside 54 with a food pantry, nutrition tips, and new fitness space for teachers through Impact Fitness Foundation. Learn more at anthem.com/indy/community. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Expect a colder Tuesday night under partly cloudy skies. Lows will be down to the mid-30s. Christmas Eve on Wednesday, we're still mild, highs in the low to mid-50s under a mix of sun and clouds. By Wednesday night, we will check our next weather system. There will be scattered rain showers in a mix that will carry into Thursday morning. And speaking of the all-important Christmas Day forecast on Thursday, mainly cloudy, additional rain showers possible by Thursday night with highs in the mid-50s, which is well above normal for this time of the year. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel. Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer is here. President Trump rolling out some new military battleships. And Hammer, just a side note before we move on, I did hear Casey and her husband talking about this earlier today. Her husband's filling in for Rob Kendall. It took me back to Harold and Kumar. when I hear President Trump talking about military battleships, do you know what scene I'm talking about? Where these really, really, really hot chicks are in the bathroom.
One has an English accent.
Yes, and Harold and Kumar are like kind of trapped in there. They somehow got in there, and they both have the hot chicks have diarrhea, and they're playing "Sink My Battle."
Something, yes.
That's where my mind goes. I'm sorry. I know this is a serious thing. I know Trump is very adamant about this, but if you have not seen Harold and Kumar in a while, that is probably one of the funniest scenes besides Neil Patrick Harris and his cameo in that movie.
That cameo was the reason why Neil Patrick Harris got that gig on How I Met Your Mother.
Yes, his comeback.
Right. Playing a degenerate version of himself, which was awesome. But going back to the actual battleship with a P, Trump wants to put a couple of these bad boys out there. It's only for the low, low price of $15 billion each, Nige.
Well, battleships aren't cheap.
No, they're not. Here is President Trump speaking on what he wants to see in the ocean.
As Commander-in-Chief, it is my great honor to announce that I have approved a plan for the Navy to begin the construction of 2 brand new, very large, the largest we've ever built, battleships. There's never been anything like these ships. These have been under design consideration for a long time. These are the best in the world. They'll be the fastest, the biggest, and by far 100 times more powerful than any battleship ever built. So if you look at the Iowa, the Missouri, Wisconsin, Alabama, and others, but they were similar. If you take the biggest one, it's 100 times more powerful.
I'm looking forward to the next 3 years of Trump. I want to see it too.
Trump running out the clock.
Yeah.
Now, only if it is not just all impeachment hearing bullcrap. Because if the Democrats take the House, the last 2 years are just going to be impeachment hearing after impeachment hearing.
But I just like hearing. My point is, I love hearing him talking about the golden fleet of 25 ships. Are the battleships going to be golden?
I hope so. That'd be awesome. But the information that I've seen is that they're going to be around 40,000-ton vessels.
Come on with it.
128 missile cells, hypersonic weapons, rail guns, lasers, nuke-capable missiles, and sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. Okay, so I may have thrown the last one in there, but these bad boys are going to be the truth. But they kind of better be for $15 billion each.
I'm all in. We talk a lot about government waste and spending. I don't have a problem with the government spending a lot of money on our defense and battleships and air defense. I don't necessarily have a huge problem in that area. I know there's a lot of government military waste. I understand that, but let's be ready.
Right. Because the minute you cut your funding to the military, that's when China's going to spend more.
Yep.
That's when the other adversaries are going to spend more.
And they have been.
And that's their time to strike. Here to tell us a little bit more about this 40,000-ton deathmobile that's going to be floating in the ocean. Ladies and gentlemen, on the hotline, AI President Trump.
Hammer and Nigel. Merry Christmas, you fat bastards. Hey, did you hear about my new battleships? I came up with the idea while playing the game. Battleship. What a great game. I used to play that with Stormy Daniels before she got really, really fat.
Oh.
You know what else is a great game? Trouble.
Uh-huh.
When that pop-o-matic bubble pops, it brings me more joy than watching that fat pig Governor Pritzker inhale a line of tacos. Well, I better get going. I've got a super classy Christmas party at the White House to attend, and I still need to find where Bill Clinton hid his old mistletoe belt buckle. Merry Christmas. Oh, and someone tell Allison that if she is lonely at the holidays, I have an extra bedroom at Mar-a-Lago we could share. Remember what they say. Allison, once you go orange, you don't go back. A.I. Trump, out.
You hear that, Allison? Once you go orange.
You don't go back, baby.
Do they? Do they say that?
I think some people have said that. I don't know, but
that's incredible.
I like that the old man takes a shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's right.
And Trump calls in and takes a shot with Allison. All right. Let's talk about DK Metcalf of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Have you seen this video?
No, I was watching that game, yeah.
So there's some fan of the Lions, and he's, kind of on the sideline. He's hanging over the rail, and he's taunting DK Metcalf. Now, the fan is saying that he was calling DK by his real name, DeKalin Zacharias Metcalf, which I guess DK hates. So Metcalf goes over. They start yelling. He reaches up. He grabs his blue wig.
Then he kind of slapped him or something. He
Yeah.
slapped the fan.
Kind of slapped him. Some people call it a punch. I don't know if it's a punch or not, but certainly takes a swipe at the fan. Well, then the fan goes back to his seat, and there's video that show this. He's celebrating, going, "We got him to do everything that we wanted." Like it was predetermined in his mind. He was going to bait this athlete into taking a swing at him so maybe he could sue him one day to get rich or something, which I think is kind of a weasel move.
I do too.
But now DK Metcalf is saying, well, the fan said the N-word. The fan said something racially insensitive.
Okay.
Now, there is no proof, no witnesses around this guy in Detroit that are willing to corroborate the story that he was up there dropping N-bombs, which this has become a trend for athletes when they say something stupid. Our pal Bobby Burak, who writes for Outkick, put out a great tweet. Just like people allegedly made monkey noises at Angel Reese, nobody called for her teammates to be called ghetto blank. There was no noose in Bubba Wallace's garage. The BYU student section did not use racial slurs. The Duke lacrosse team did not assault that stripper. Myles Garrett never heard the N-word when he ripped the guy's helmet off and hit him with it. And there was no N-word on LeBron James' gate. When these athletes try to get progressive or they back themselves into a corner, they always play the race card because they feel like maybe somebody on ESPN will carry their water.
Boy, that Bubba Wallace thing with the NASCAR and the news was the dumbest thing I've ever witnessed in my life when trying to make it about race. Now, I don't know what was said, Hammer. We don't know.
Correct.
We don't know.
But so far, nobody sitting around that guy has corroborated the story from DK Metcalf. And I don't care if they're Lions fans or not. If you're a black guy and you're sitting on the front row and there's a white guy next to you and he's dropping the N-word, I don't care if you like the same football team or not. You're probably going to say, yeah, that guy's a moron. He totally said it. And I wish DK would have beat the hell out of him.
Yes.
But that didn't happen here. Nobody's got any information. So is DK Metcalf now trying to just use that as an excuse as to why he snapped and couldn't control himself and swiped at a fan? We've seen that before. Now, before we hit traffic with Matt Bear here, again, Christmas Eve, the holiday season, I think what we need is a holiday memory with the First Lady of WIBC, Miss Terry Stacy.
Holiday Memories with Terry Stacy.
Fruitcake. Sucks. Nothing says, happy birthday, Jesus, like receiving the freaking magical gift of fruitcake.
And this has been Holiday Memories with Terry Stacy.
Not a fan of fruitcake. Terry Stacy.
Quote, sucks.
Matt Bear.
All right, fellas, looking at westbound 465 on the southeast side. This is a medical emergency before Arlington Avenue that's blocking the right lane and causing stop-and-go traffic all the way back to I-70. Delay time at 14 minutes. Southbound 6570 crash in the construction at the south split, backed up to Michigan Street and a little bit beyond. That's a 2-minute delay. Inbound 69 stop and go 106 to 465, a 5-minute delay. Hendricks County westbound 70 at Ronald Reagan Parkway. This is a crash blocking 2 right lanes and causing stop traffic back to the airport collector and a little bit beyond. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Allison, let's have a follow-up to the request that President Trump had, AI President Trump. If you get an invitation to Mar-a-Lago to spend a couple days, it's warm down there, it might be cold here, but the only caveat is you have to sleep in Trump's bed. Do you go? Please turn your microphone on and respond. This is a radio program.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show?
56 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. I didn't hear a no.
That was not a denial.
That was not a denial. It wasn't like.
Well, you didn't say Trump was in the bed.
Well, it's kind of implied. He's going to be
I don't
sleeping
think
at some
so.
point. So you
if
wouldn't.
he's in D.C. or something, sure.
You wouldn't spoon with the old man for a free trip to Mar-a-Lago?
No, thank
you.
you.
Nigel and I might. Hell, it's a free trip to
Well,
Florida.
that wouldn't surprise me, but.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
It's time. You've been putting off that kitchen or bath remodel long enough. What are you waiting for? Get started today with Boer Remodeling. Boer Remodeling customer Kathy had a bath remodel with Boer. Kathy, talk a little bit about your experience.
Our experience with Boer has been terrific. The process was so easy and seamless. When we decided to do a larger remodel of our first floor, Boer was the first company we thought of hiring.
And were you happy with the results?
The results are amazing, and we are so happy with our home and the work that Boer did.
Peter is another recent Boer Remodeling customer with a new kitchen. Peter, what was the best part about working with Boer?
We especially liked the active participation that we were able to have in selection of stone for the countertops. Really came out beautiful. The cabinets also came out very, very well.
The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. They'll guide you through the entire process. Start with a free consultation. Talk to Boer Remodeling today. That's BOOHER, BoerRemodeling.com.
Greetings. If you're stuck on what to get your loved ones for Christmas, how about the gifts of Indy's most iconic dining experiences? Right now through December 31st, Tues Culinary is offering a 20% bonus gift card with every gift card purchase of $125 or more. So that's 20% more to give or to keep for yourself.
Buy somebody you know a Hughes Culinary gift card. St. Elmo's Steakhouse, Harry and Izzy's, the HC Tavern and Kitchen, 1933 Lounge. Go to HughesCulinary.com. Buy those cards today.
From R&R Agency, your Indiana Health Insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, common sense government, and peace too strict.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
The holidays are here. Is endless hot water at the top of your Christmas wish list? Luckily, my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are offering an amazing special during the holiday season. $1,000 off a tankless water heater. Give the gift of endless hot water and save $1,000 by calling Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. Stay warm this holiday season with endless hot water from Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give them a call at 641-HOPE. That's 641-HOPE.
Guys, thanks for helping me carry my Christmas tree.
Zoe, this thing weighs a ton.
Drewski, lift with your legs, man.
Santa! Did you get my letter?
He's talking to you, Bridges.
I'm not that.
Of course he did. Right, Santa?
You know, my elf Drewski here, he handles the nice list.
An elf? I'm 6'3". What everyone wants is iPhone 17. And at T-Mobile, you can get it on them. That center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. Right, Mrs. Claus?
I'm Mrs. Claus's much younger sister. And at T-Mobile, there's no trade-in needed when you switch, so you can keep your old phone.
Or give it as a gift.
And the best part, you can make the switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes.
Guys, my side of the tree is slipping.
Timber!
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Switch in just 15 minutes and get iPhone 17 on us with no trade-in needed.
With 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Finance agreement, 256 gigs, $830. Eligible port in a new line. $100 plus a month plan with autopay plus taxes and fees required. Check out in 15 minutes or less per line. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Guys, what are you waiting for? For that special Christmas gift, let Pierce Jewelers bring that sparkle back into her life with a diamond from Pierce Jewelers. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Yeah, brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, presented by the Attorney General's office here in Indiana. Reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property, Hammer, every single week.
Every damn week?
Every damn week.
On the telephone.
Free. Search your name out, indianaunclaimed.gov. You might have some money floating around out there that you didn't know about.
There's a new study that looked at each state's favorite fried chicken joint. And KFC is number one with 14 states.
How is it not number one with every state?
Now, I'm wondering, are they factoring in like mom and pop locations, or is it just chain restaurants?
Man, there's this place on 34th and High School on the west side that my in-laws go to that is a local spot when they have parties and stuff. That it's not a chain, and I mean it's legit.
Dude, Wilson's Farm Market is really good too. Wilson's Farm Market fried chicken, unbelievable. Friends of the show, by the way.
But I would speculate that you would think this is a legit study because you love some KFC and you attend the original KFC every time you pass by it, right?
When we are coming back from Rocky Top, we stop in Corbin, Kentucky. The first ever KFC is there. The Sanders Cafe and Museum. It's a stop. It's a tradition. And
you buy merch.
We buy merch.
Is there merch?
The food is great. The merch is great. Now, I'm well aware not everybody has got the affinity for Colonel Sanders like I've got.
Oh, I hated the Colonel with his wee beady eyes and that smug look on his face. Oh, you're gonna buy my chicken. Oh.
Mike Myers, and so I married an axe murderer.
This is Mike Myers' dad, but played by Mike Myers.
Right.
Oh, I haven't seen that forever. Great movie.
What happened to Mike Myers, by the way? Like, he used to pop up in things all the time, and now he's nowhere to be found. But at the end of the day, is it anything that KFC is number one in 14 states?
I think it's something, but I think Popeyes is a close second, just for the simple fact that the general manager, remember what like the chicken sandwich wars were going on a couple of years ago?
People were getting shot.
You're not exaggerating. And the Popeyes GM came into our studio when we were allowed to still have food and drink in studio.
And fun.
I'm having fun, but I Popeyes is a close second, man. I haven't had very many. I haven't had KFC for a decade. I don't.
What?
I know.
So when did you become a member of Al Qaeda? You haven't had KFC in a decade?
What day is it?
Now, if you were like some rich snob that grew up in Carmel that would only call it Carmel, I would understand. But you're a hick too. So how is it that the Liston kid in the inside of that hoodie hasn't had KFC?
We always, at family gatherings, especially at Christmas, KFC was a staple. My grandma wouldn't cook. She'd just go out and get a bunch of KFC and biscuits and mashed taters. And
That's good, man.
It was beautiful, but I haven't had it for a while.
KFC's original chicken sandwich, not the spicy one. KFC's original chicken sandwich, the best original one on the market. It's better than Chick-fil-A. It's better than Popeyes. Now, if I'm going spicy, I think Popeyes has got the edge in the spicy category.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm telling you, do not sleep on the KFC chicken sandwich, man. It is good. Those herbs and spices hit. Is this anything? A man in West Virginia was on his front porch when he saw a tree falling onto a car. He said it sounded like a beer can getting crushed. Here's our guy, Billy, and here's the eyewitness account.
It sounded like a beer can getting flattened. It just was crunch. I hate to say it, it was kind of cool. You know, I mean, what guy, doesn't like, destruction? Yeah, that's why we go to demolition derbies. But hey, bottom line, that's that poor girl's new car, and she can't get to school now.
I love this guy.
That is something that was hilarious. She can't get to school now. He probably had a beer in his hand on his porch while he witnessed the tree falling on the car. Can you play the beginning of that again, Allison? It
sounded like a beer can getting flattened. It just was crunch. I hate to say it, it was kind of cool.
I want to hang out with Billy.
I do too.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine going to the Daytona 500 with Billy?
No.
I bet Billy would have just awesome stories, and he's buying all the beer, and there's a chance you might have to get him out of a fight at some point, too.
Sure.
I'm all in with that. I'd kick it with Billy. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hey, Big Joe for your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer, Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning. Owner Jim Scott is based in Clinton County, but they're now serving a larger area.
Boone County and Hamilton County, there are just not enough HVAC contractors in those areas to handle the demand. So we can offer a value for them because of our 5-star rating, family-owned, quality.
On the north side, just go to jimsheating-air.com for Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Experience the wonder of happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Lease a 2025 Accord SE for $317 a month and 0 down, or finance as low as 3.99% APR. Prefer an SUV? Lease a 2025 Pilot Sport all-wheel drive for $489 a month with 0 down, or financing as low as 4.49% APR. Don't miss happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year, all fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends January 1st, 2026. See dealer for details.
This year, make Christmas cash with Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Raised Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling, family owned in Indy for 3 generations, are names you know and trust. Bring in your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, or brass and turn it into holiday spending money. Whether you're decking the halls, buying gifts, or just want a little extra jingle in your pocket, cash is king at Farnsworth.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Picture this, you're on a date, and then bad breath happens. Confidence gone. Here's the truth. Most gums and mints are just bad breath Band-Aids, but not Zellman's Minty Mouth. The functional breath freshener you swallow. Tiny dual-action capsules with mint on the outside, parsley seed oil inside, clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. It's only available online. Go to Zellmans.com, Z-E-L-M-I-N-S, Zellmans.com, code FRESH for 15% off.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Another shooting, this time out of state. 60 degrees in downtown Indianapolis and mostly cloudy. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:32. A Delaware state trooper is dead after a shooting at a DMV in Wilmington. Delaware police are looking into this. This was after 2 Eastern this afternoon. The person who shot the state trooper is also dead. A new batch of Epstein files references several potential co-conspirators.
The day after Jeffrey Epstein's arrest in 2019, federal prosecutors were investigating 10 co-conspirators. None are fully revealed in the document released as part of the Justice Department's requirement to make all of its investigative materials about the convicted sex offender public. Other documents released include several references to President Trump, including a 2020 document from a federal prosecutor indicating President Trump flew on Epstein's private plane several times in the 1990s.
Fox's Jared Halpern reporting, millions of people in America are traveling for the holidays. You'll want to look out for snow, especially in parts of the Northeast today, as well as winds and heavy rain in the West tonight. If you'll be driving for the holidays and need to fill up your gas tank, the national average is nearly $2.86 a gallon, says Gas Buddy. In Indiana, the average price is $2.74 a gallon. And ever since the Indiana Hoosier football team won the Big Ten title over Ohio State on December 6th, they've had a long layoff before their next game. Hoosier head coach Kurt Signetti talked about that this week.
Well, it is what it is, so you make the most of it. And the way we approached it until we knew the opponent, we treated it like 2 bye weeks.
But he says they've been practicing, watching film, and studying their next opponent, Alabama, very intently. The Hoosiers play Alabama in the college football playoff quarterfinal on New Year's Day. With your WIBC closing bell report, the Dow rose almost 80 points to 48,442. The S&P 500 gained 31 points to 6909, and the Nasdaq went up by 133 points to 23,561. You've got traffic and weather coming up in 1 minute. It's 4:34.
When you have a fire emergency, you need a restoration company you can trust to put everything back together. Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation. I know, I've relied on Michaelis after a fire at my home. I'm here with the owner, Richard Michaelis. Richard, what makes Michaelis the right call if you have a fire?
Michaelis is local and family owned. We are your neighbors, 39 years of experience, and we'll respond 24/7, 365. The Michaelis Corporation is IICRC certified. We will restore your home or business to pre-loss condition or better.
I've lived it. Michaelis was on the scene at my home before the firefighters had even rolled up their hoses. They asked me about calling a restoration company. I told them I had Michaelis. They told me Michaelis was the real deal. You help with insurance too?
Yes, we'll work through the insurance process to give you peace of mind.
Water, storms, fire, and mold. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
Traffic at 4:35. What do you have, Matt Bear?
Yeah, we're hitting Jake. Looking at southbound 465 on the east side. Crash at Washington Street, blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic back to I-70. And even after the crash, we're still grinding all the way down to Arlington Avenue because of a medical emergency. That's blocking the right lane right now. Delay time to make it through all that is at 21 minutes. Downtown southbound 6570 crash before the south split. 2 center lanes are blocked and traffic is backed up to the north split. On the southeast side, eastbound 465 stop and go traffic 31 over to Arlington Avenue. And looking at westbound 70 by the airport, crash at Ronald Reagan Parkway, blocking 2 right lanes. Stop traffic back to the airport collector for delay of 6 minutes. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. And here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Partly cloudy and colder for our Tuesday night with lows in the mid-30s. Christmas Eve, we're still mild with highs in the low to mid-50s with a mix of sun and clouds. Scattered rain showers return by Wednesday night into Thursday morning. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Best rock Christmas song ever.
This one?
Bruce Springsteen. I'm going to go with it. I mean, there's several different types of genres of Christmas songs. But
Right.
I think this one, I think, holds up, right? Would you agree?
It's up there for sure.
Yeah.
Probably the number one seed if you're going rock Christmas songs and taking their politics out of the equation, okay? Taking that out of the equation. Coming in at number 2, Mellencamp's I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. It's been a bad year for liberal late night talk show comedy hosts. Hammer ratings are down. Colbert was told he's being canceled. Kimmel suspended for blatantly making up crap about the Charlie Kirk killer. And there's stats to prove this. Late night is more lefty than ever. This is from a report from Watchdog Media. 92% of jokes targeting the right and liberal guests, outnumbering conservatives won almost 100 to 1, according to Newsbusters, who went through. They perused through 818 episodes. Hammer. I mean, just the other night, Colbert. Like, why would you have Colbert had on Rachel Maddow and Elizabeth Warren like for several segments?
Maddow was last night. Yeah.
Was that last night?
Yeah, and I believe Pocahontas is going to be on Friday. It's rerun season, so these are reruns.
Oh, but why? And they have. Why would you have on Elizabeth Warren multiple segments?
Why would you
She's
have
so
her on
boring.
period? Why? Now, last night we came home from the Colts game and turned on the TV, and the late night shows were half over. And it's interesting you bring this story up because Crystal and I, we were just kind of looking at the TV guide thing that's on the screen. It's like, let's see who Jimmy Kimmel's guests are tonight. And Rachel Maddow was the lead guest.
Ugh.
And I'm sorry, that was Colbert. Kimmel had Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
What? Is he relevant in any way, shape, or form?
Boy, you're going to make Adam Wren very mad if you keep talking about Mayor Pete that way. Be very careful. Be very careful, Nige. But you're right. Like, I remember the day after Colbert got the news that he was going to be canceled next year, he had 2 segments, 2 with Adam Schiff.
That's it. Right.
Adam Schiff, who was staying up late going, oh, man, I can't wait. Tonight's the night.
And they just took a break, and they're bringing him back for a second segment? Oh, I'm not changing the channel.
Right?
It's so dumb.
Like, Letterman, toward the end, became a clear leftist. Like, early on in his days, I think he was just about the comedy. But he became very left at the end. But he wouldn't have Adam Schiff on for multiple segments. He would still have, like, Woody Harrelson, a comedian, and some musician, right? It was about the show. These guys, specifically Colbert and Kimmel, they just want to be activists. They want to be viewed very highly in the Hollywood community of all the people that would invite them to the parties and fundraisers.
This Newsbusters study found that across the Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, Daily Show universe, 197 liberal guests appeared and only 2 conservative ones on their, I think, what did I say, 818 shows they saw?
Right.
Greg Gutfeld was one of them on The Tonight Show.
Right. He went on with Jimmy Fallon
Yeah.
this past year. And I don't know who the other one, it was probably Adam Kinzinger or Liz Cheney, somebody
I
that
don't know who the other one
falls into the category of conservative, but anybody that's conservative looks at them and says,
It's hard to believe, Jimmy Kimmel, knowing where he came from with the Man Show and on radio, I think he was on K-Rock in L.A., like, he's the most radical, according to this study, the most radical late-night host, railing against the right 3,000 times last year, representing 97% of all his jokes.
to the point to where he blatantly lied about the Charlie Kirk assassination. It bothered him so much that it was a radicalized member of the left that came from a right family, but the shooter was a lefty. He couldn't handle it, so he just threw bull crap against the wall and didn't think anybody would fact check him.
How about this one for you? I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers here. Trump, overwhelmingly the butt of jokes across late night, with hosts targeting him 7,000 times, 7,000 plus times. Last year, the number was 5,090. So this year it was 7,000 for Trump, jokes targeting Trump. Last year the number was 5,980.
So 2,000 basically less jokes for a dementia-ridden old man that falls upstairs, falls downstairs, craps his pants, and was voluntold you're off the ticket. 2,000 less jokes.
I don't mind saying it. I think I'm right in saying that it's obvious late-night comedians are a giant arm for the Democrat Party and willingly fuel hatred for conservatives. It's just their job.
And they stopped wanting to entertain. Like, again, go back to Letterman. I always use this example. Letterman late night show. He'd have some monologue jokes. He'd rip on the president. But you could always count on Dave doing some funny bits, like our pal Jeff Boggs, who used to be one of his writers. How many guys in a bunny suit can you fit into a diner? Or dropping stuff off the balcony, or getting at the drive-through of a Taco Bell and recording it. There were funny bits. Nobody wants to be funny anymore.
I started coming of age into the later years of Johnny Carson. There was nobody better. He was really funny, even as old as he was. There are several documentaries you should watch about Johnny Carson. I don't know which. There was one on Amazon Prime that I loved that was so good. I'm looking at one at YouTube now called American Masters, Johnny Carson, the King of Late Night, that was done in 2012. No politics whatsoever. And if it was lighthearted.
Right.
And it would poke at both sides.
And if you do it in a funny and entertaining way, it's okay. Like I say all the time, one of my favorite comedians of all time was George Carlin. Now, George Carlin was a super left-leaning guy, but his humor, even though he was kind of ripping on Republicans, it made you laugh. It wasn't just mean-spirited, this person sucks and you suck if you voted for him. He came with jokes. I can laugh at jokes, but these guys don't want to do that anymore. They want to do 2 segments with Adam Schiff and then wonder why they're getting fired. Now, on the subject of late night,
yes,
going back to the unfortunate murder of Rob Reiner and his wife, which appears to be at the hands of their son, that evening started at the home of former late night host Conan O'Brien. And I guess stories are coming out now that Conan had to stop some of his party guests from calling 911 because Nick Reiner was so out of control that night.
Why would you do that?
I think almost as you want to be respectful to Rob, because I feel like Conan and Rob Reiner are friends.
Yeah, but the argument was Nick was arguing with several different people. I heard this Bill Hader story, and then he started arguing with his parents vehemently, outspoken, like awkwardly, and several people were wanting to call the police just on behalf of Nick, saying this guy is not right, and Conan stopped that.
The Daily Mail reports that after multiple people tried to call the police because Nick was so out of control, Conan stepped in, and again, this is from the Daily Mail, said, quote, "It's my house, it's my party, I'm not calling the police," and he talked some of his guests out of calling the authorities. Now, we know how this ultimately plays out. All right, coming up here in just a moment, Nige, in honor of the sweatshirt, the hoodie that you've got on today, my gift that I gave you yesterday, the Drink It hoodie, we're going to have a little weird science.
Okay.
That's coming up next.
Happy holidays from the Good Feet store. Hi, I'm Phoebe from your neighborhood Good Feet store. And if you're looking for that perfect gift this season, the Good Feet store has you covered. We have a wide selection of foot massagers, massage balls, cushions for your feet, relaxation bundles, and more. While you're here, treat yourself to a free personalized fitting of our life-changing arch supports, carefully designed to support balance and strengthen your feet, guiding them into the ideal foot position. Start your new year off on the right foot, pain-free. For over 20 years, we've helped thousands of people find relief from foot, knee, hip, and back pain. Come see us at the Good Feet store for that perfect gift for a loved one, and at the same time, find some pain relief for yourself. We're in your neighborhood. Find the location nearest you at goodfeet.com. We look forward to seeing you this holiday season at the Good Feet store.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. We'll help you find last-minute gifts that don't look last-minute, even if you're still planning to propose. At Shane Company, we'll show you perfect gifts at perfect prices, in stock and ready to give. Like hand-matched diamond studs, 14-karat gold chains, or the ultimate gift, a beautiful engagement ring. We have longer store hours, so you can skip the crowds and shop when you want, or visit us at shaneco.com. Because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom-built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5, and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
For 3 generations, the Tom Roush Auto Group has been a family business built on trust, community, and giving back.
This December, we're honored to partner with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, helping bringing life-changing wishes to children right here in our community.
When you shop at Tom Roush this month, you're not only getting a great car, you're helping make wishes come true. Because a portion of every sale goes back to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
The Tom Roush Auto Group, 3 generations, 1 mission, driving hope forward.
Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson from Wilson Farm Market. This holiday season, we've got everything you need to make your celebrations easy and delicious. From our wide selection of jams, jellies, and sauces to fresh produce, holiday cookies, fresh bread, and ham pies, we've got all the flavors of the season. Plus, don't forget school pizzas, chicken pot pies, and our selection of frozen meats perfect for your holiday feasts. Stop by Wilson Farm Market and let us help you make your holidays fresh, local, and full of cheer. From my family to yours, happy holidays.
It started off as a drip, so Washington ignored the problem for decades. Then suddenly the pipe burst. Then illegal immigrants poured into our country across our southern border. But no more. Thanks to President Donald Trump and Congressman Jim Baird, the pipe has been fixed for good. In Congress, Baird worked to pass legislation that, according to the House Homeland Security Committee Majority Office, provides funding for the removal of millions of criminal illegal aliens across the country, allows for the completion of President Trump's border wall, authorizes the hiring of thousands of new ICE personnel, Customs and Border Protection officers, and Border Patrol agents, and stops the flow of deadly fentanyl into Indiana. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are solving America's immigration crisis and keeping our communities safe, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Start your Sunday at the Slippery Noodle. This Sunday, it's the ultimate Colts tailgate, 9:30 till 1. Great eats, good times, and the perfect pregame party spot. Details waiting for you at WIBC.com.
All right, Matt Bear, what's going on, man?
Yeah, Hammer, looking at the east side, southbound 465 is stopped from 72 Arlington Avenue for a 32-minute delay. We have a crash in that at Washington. It blocks the right lane. The medical emergency to Arlington Avenue has cleared. Downtown, crash. Southbound 6570 approaching the south split. 3 left lanes are blocked. Traffic is stopped all the way back to Rural Street. Out by Indianapolis International, it's westbound 70 crash at Ronald Reagan Parkway, blocking 2 right lanes and stopping traffic back to the airport collector and a little bit beyond. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Right now it is 58 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. And Miss Allison, I need a little mood music.
Oh, yeah. Oingo Boingo.
Got a little weird science for you, Nige.
Love that movie.
Scientists now say smelling farts could help fight Alzheimer's.
How do they know this?
Well, researchers at Johns Hopkins Medical Center have found that hydrogen sulfide, the rotten egg-smelling chemical compound expelled when one farts, could protect aging brain cells from cognitive decline and Alzheimer's, which is diagnosed in roughly 500,000 new patients every single year.
That's what they're studying at Johns Hopkins. They're procuring volunteers to fart in Alzheimer's patients' faces.
Correct.
And possibly look at the effects afterwards.
You're making it sound like it's a negative thing. It's helping them. Like if you told me my Alzheimer's could go away by people farting in my face, line them up one right after the other. Here's a slider. Here's a warm Budweiser. I want to live. I want to live.
I mean, like most people, that disease is I've been affected. My family's been affected by that disease. I don't believe this in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. And I don't know how you study something.
Do you want me to fart in their faces?
They're gone now, but maybe it could have helped, 10 years ago, Hammer. But no, I don't. I would never willingly put an elderly relative through a test where they're just sitting there and doctors are farting in their faces in the hope that it would lessen the effects of Alzheimer's. That's ridiculous. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
So what I heard is you want family members to die. You don't want to help them. You don't want to try whatever's out there. You just want them to die because
Hammer,
it offends you.
I don't want to see a relative sit there and have somebody bend over, spread their cheeks. My Alzheimer's is getting better, I think.
So you admit that it might help them, and you still want them to die. I feel like you're the real villain in this, not the farter.
I don't believe that would help them. I don't believe it. I
Fine.
don't believe this story.
Fine. Grandma won't be at Christmas next year because Nigel got his feelings hurt. Fine. All right.
Grandma won't be at Christmas next year because she didn't want to get her face farted on.
I guess some of us just love our family a little bit more than others.
Must be.
Nigel does not want the Laskowski name to live on. Kill them all. Science be damned. Kill them all.
You know exactly why you need to remodel that kitchen of yours. The space, it's outdated. You can't move around like you used to. It doesn't work like it needs to. You want to entertain and you want to improve your quality of life. This can happen, just not with the kitchen you have. You need to call Booher Remodeling, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. They can take that old kitchen that's deteriorating and broken down and turn it into something that works for you and your family. Their 5-step design process from start to finish, the consultation, the preliminary design, the design development, getting all the documents together, and then getting it done. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. Booher Remodeling will guide you through the entire process, starting with the free initial consultation, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Create that new kitchen. Design experts can use an existing layout or begin completely from scratch. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. That's BooherRemodeling.com.
Mark Deedle, the only real estate expert I trust and recommend with the sale of my home. Neil in Indy had already moved and listed his old house with an agent friend for like 60 days. He wasn't happy. He decided to go with Mark Deedle, and after about 15 days on the market, Mark Deedle's team sold Neil's house as is for the price he needed.
Mark Deedle is the only real estate expert we trust and recommend on the Hammer and Nigel show, and it's the guarantee that separates Mark Deedle from the competition. Mark Deedle guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You pick the move date, no long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Nobody does it better than Mark Dietl. Contact him today, 317-755-4232. 755-4232, or go to markdietl.com. That's Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietl.com.
Food insecurity is an urgent problem, one that impacts real Hoosiers. You can help today. Gleaners needs donations. Your contribution goes further with Gleaners. For every $10 you give, Gleaners leverages their resources to turn your $10 into $90 worth of groceries for families who desperately need help right now. Your gift benefits local community members, and every dollar counts. Gleaners also needs volunteers now to help with warehouse distribution. Go to gleaners.org and donate or get involved today.
Helzberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Helzberg.com for up to 50% off.
If your end of summer plans don't include a trip to Macy's, then you're missing out, because our Labor Day sale has huge savings to wrap up the season in style. Like dresses from Karl Lagerfeld and INC, 100 and under. Plus, just what you need for fall, like Levi's for your whole crew, 30 to 40% off. It's also the best time to update your home with our lowest prices of the season on furniture, mattresses, and more. Hurry in. Macy's Labor Day sale is going on now. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
This is Chris with Absolute Comfort. We just want to thank you and your family for business that you passed to us this year. Our families appreciate everything that you do for us, and we just want to let you know that if you have needs for your man cave or your she shed or whatever the thing is for a family member that you love, we just ask that you give us a call, and we've got some different ideas for you. Have a Merry Christmas.
Absolute Comfort is your Mitsubishi Electric Elite Ductless dealer.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios. If you remember a shooting from December 9th, you'll hear updates about this case from today, why Indianapolis police were in Canby today, and what IU's head football coach discussed about this week. Those stories and more next, coming up after Fox News. You're listening to the 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis on this Tuesday evening. It's 5 o'clock.
High Court weighs in. I'm Paul Stevens, Fox News. The U.S. Supreme Court is blocking, for now, a National Guard deployment in Chicago.
The Trump administration so far has not identified a source of authority allowing the military to execute the laws in Illinois, a Supreme Court order concludes. Justices are refusing to lift a lower court's order blocking President Trump from deploying National Guard troops in the Chicago area. It is not a final ruling, but it serves as a temporary setback for the administration as it seeks to use National Guard troops to support crime and immigration crackdowns in other cities. Conservative justices Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, and Neil Gorsuch dissented from the majority. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The U.S. economy expanding at a strong 4.3% annual clip from July through September. Consumer spending, exports, and government spending all grew.
In a statement, the White House says today's blockbuster expectation-smashing GDP report is the latest proof that President Trump's America First trade and economic agenda continues to turn the page on the Biden economic disaster. American consumers are spending and American exports are surging.
Darren Botello with the Fox Business Network at the White House. The Justice Department releasing more documents connected to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Much of this latest installment is court documentation and emails related to the criminal cases against Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Some of it benign, out-of-office responses, media clippings, but revelations are there, like a fake passport that Epstein used in the 80s, listing Saudi Arabia as his place of residence.
And that's Fox's Alexandria Hoff. Former Nebraska U.S. Senator Ben Sass says he's been diagnosed with advanced pancreatic cancer, sharing the news on social media. Sass saying he learned of that disease and the diagnosis last week. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Updates about that fatal shooting you may have heard. Mostly cloudy, 59 degrees in the Circle City. Tonight's low is 41. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:02. On December 9th, Dejan Fox was killed and Whitney Young was injured after they were both shot at Kentucky State University. Jacob Bard from Evansville was arrested at first, but attorney Jonathan Danks explains why he was released.
After hearing all of the evidence, they found that Jacob acted in self-defense and in defense of his family, and they refused to indict him.
Court documents said this morning they decided not to charge Bard. Indianapolis police say a person was shot and killed after 12 noon today on Blooming Grove Drive, which is in a neighborhood near Mooresville and Schroeder Roads, east of a state road on the southwest side. Police found the person shot where they died, and officers arrested the man who shot their weapon. State police said today a man from Michigan was hit by 3 cars in Whitley County, Indiana. Rocky Burns, Preston Watkins, and Maria Shepard were all the drivers. Police say Vicente Ramos later died at the scene. The Indianapolis Colts are not as likely to make. The Indianapolis Colts aren't as likely to make the playoffs after losing to the San Francisco 49ers 48-27. They are now 8-7, and they play the Jacksonville Jaguars this coming Sunday. It's Indiana against Alabama at the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day in the college football playoff. John Hayrick reports on what the Indiana head coach thinks.
Hoosier head coach Curt Cignetti was an assistant at Alabama under Nick Saban from 2007 through 2011.
I probably think about it every single day, to be quite honest with you, because it had such an impact in my growth and development. And I think philosophically, the program that we run here is probably a lot more the same than different than Alabama.
Cignetti saying this week that he integrated habits to root out complacency and set a high bar for excellence there. He says he looks forward to the game and knows that playing Alabama will be a big challenge. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 5:04.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
With your WIBC traffic now at 5:05, here's Matt Bear.
At Jake, southbound 6570 crash before Fletcher, and right now traffic is stopped all the way back to Rural Street, a delayed time of 50 minutes to make that stretch beginning at Rural. Southbound 6570 crash cleared at Washington, still jammed to I-70, and then we slow again. Brookville Road down to Arlington Avenue. Inbound 69 slow, 96th Street down to 465 crash Keystone Avenue at East 34th Street. Traffic sponsored by SuperSure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get SuperSure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but SuperSure coming soon. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thanks, Matt. And the forecast now from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Expect a colder Tuesday night under partly cloudy skies. Lows will be down to the mid-30s. Christmas Eve on Wednesday, we're still mild, highs in the low to mid-50s under a mix of sun and clouds. By Wednesday night, we will check our next weather system. There will be scattered rain showers in a mix that will carry into Thursday morning. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel. On the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
And Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
Hammer, you know who we have not heard from in a while? Hunter Biden.
He's still alive?
He's sober. He's cleaned his act up.
Well, good for him.
You know, he's...
Is he still embezzling money on a Ukrainian energy board that he had no business being on?
Well, I don't think so because he's out of money. He's been doing these podcasts.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. I thought his art was selling for millions and millions and millions of dollars. He's out of money?
The economy has been tough on Hunter Biden. So what is this interview? Like he's going against the grain here in the Biden family in terms of philosophy, right?
Here's something you probably did not have on your bingo card when you woke up today. Hunter Biden, voice of reason.
No, I did not have that.
Voice of reason.
This is the guy that was on the Burisma Ukraine board, had no business being on it. A conduit to his father and Obama influence, money laundering allegedly. Just
has a photo of him in tidy whities wearing a scarf.
Yeah. That's not the worst of it.
There's a photo of him passed out asleep with a crack pipe in his mouth. He did an interview where he said he would be looking on the ground in hopes of finding some crack, and sometimes
it was just Parmesan.
He'd find Parmesan cheese and try to smoke it. This is the guy we're talking about, and I'm telling you, voice of reason.
Okay, I'll believe it.
This is the new interview that he did. It's a podcast, and he's talking about illegal immigration.
But we don't want immigrants that are coming here illegally, draining us of resources, and also and being prioritized above people that are actual literal heroes that are coming home, or that are still recovering from 20 years of endless war, or anybody else in our society.
Narrator, but his father did exactly that.
And another narrator. Don't believe a word he says.
Oh.
I don't believe a word he says. I don't know what context this podcast is. But his father was a major influence in letting millions of illegal, undocumented, sometimes terrorists through the border easily through his 4 years as
All right,
president.
hold on. I want to go back to that because you can't just say, don't believe a word he says when he's saying things we agree with here. I want to go back to that here in just a moment. I want to hear one more soundbite.
Right.
Here is Hunter Biden, what I believe is voice of reason, talking about his old man's biggest failure.
I think one of the failures was the way in which they executed the withdrawal from Afghanistan. I think it was an obvious failure. I think 13 Marines are dead. I think that there was a better way to do it. And I think that, I can blame it on his generals. I can blame it on the people, the way in which we did it. But my dad always knew this also, is that the buck stops with him. Wow. I think that was a failure.
So, Nige, let me go to you now. Do you think this is a clear, sober, coherent Hunter Biden having a come to Jesus, moment here about what really happened? Or do you think he's up to something?
I don't know why he'd go on this podcast. I don't think he's up to something. I just don't believe him. I think anybody could see that the Afghanistan pullout was a failure. That's easy. Democrats said it. The illegal immigration stuff, that was all Joe Biden's idea. I mean, tens of millions of people.
Or whoever was pretending to be Joe Biden.
The auto pen or whatever. I don't believe a thing Hunter Biden has to say. I don't care. I don't know what this is. But obviously, he's just stating the obvious.
Right.
Afghanistan was a failure, the pullout.
But the Bidens have always stood by each other through thick and thin, even when they were wrong.
You're right. Something must be going on. There must be a rift. And I've heard a little bit more of this podcast, how he's tens of millions of dollars in debt. And he's...
Paint another photo, Hunter, because you're such a good artist that people are paying millions that are absolutely not part of money laundering scheme.
Right.
Go ahead, paint another picture there, Picasso. See how much money you can make. Funny how the checks dry up when you don't have any more power.
It was very funny.
Good news in terms of the economy earlier today. The U.S. economy surging to 4.3% GDP third quarter.
Whoa, wait a minute.
blowing out expectations.
Yeah.
Pretty good Christmas gift for the Trump administration. Some good news. This is how it was reported on CNBC.
GDP third quarter numbers, we're looking for 3.3. Zoom, zoom, zoom. 4.3%. 4.3%. That is a nice jump.
So last week, if you remember, we talked about the inflation being better than forecasted. And today, the GDP, like up over a full point compared to what was forecasted. This is good news for Donald Trump, especially after his little presidential address where he talked about tariff, my favorite word, tariff. This is good news for Donald Trump and the tariffs here. Now, I'm old enough to remember when Abby Phillip, that moron over at CNN, about 4 months ago, said we would be having a recession right about now.
Palpable panic on Wall Street, red numbers and worries about something else that starts with an R, a recession. I mean, no one who understands economics believes that tariffs are a good idea.
So the R word meaning recession, but yet the numbers are doing better. All right, fine. Why don't we go back 3 months?
Okay.
Little fresher take here from Timu Obama, Hakeem Jeffries, when he went on CNN, and he gave us the forecast of everything that was going to happen.
Under his reckless leadership is that costs aren't going down in America. They're going up. Inflation is going up. The stock market is going down. Consumer confidence is going down. And the retirement security of the American people is going down. This is not Liberation Day in America. It's Recession Day. Because Donald Trump's reckless policies are driving us toward a painful recession.
And even as far as a couple of days ago, AOC walking up the steps of the Capitol said the exact same thing. I mean, before all these numbers came out.
I'm shocked, though, Nige. You're telling me that the masterminds that are AOC and Hakeem Jeffries might not know their ass from a hole in the ground?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Huh. Well, I'll be. How about that? If you guys need a reason to drink tonight, if the holiday season isn't enough, or maybe it's the reason why you need a drink tonight, happy 61st birthday, 6-1 to Pearl Jam frontman Eddie Vedder.
No way! 61?
6-1.
Like all these guys, like I'm about to turn 50 next year. Like all these guys that I grew up playing music, on X103, as you very well know, and I bring up all the time. Like I still think they're like in their mid 50s, but they're all in their 60s.
Right. 61.
Like that seems like a big number to me.
Great moments in Eddie Vedder history. This is when a clearly overserved Eddie Vedder was singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game at a Cubs game, and listen for the slurs. And instead of saying, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack, I believe he says penis.
Eddie Vedder! All right. Let's sing it for Harry.
All right.
A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd.
Listen closely.
Buy me some peanuts and crack.
We heard it, right?
Oh, you said penis.
100%. And before we hit a traffic break here, before we get Matt Bear in the mix, thanks to our friends at There I Ruined It, this is what Pearl Jam and Eddie Vedder sound like to people who don't like Pearl Jam and Eddie Vedder.
Oh.
See a little donor baby down my face looking through the paper, though it is something that has never showed him, man. It's
Come on.
Maybe he'll see a little, not as something told much understands the weather. I'm feeling through the between all the better Saturdays.
That's it. All right, Matt Bear, what's going on with these roads?
Westbound 70 crash clear at Ronald Reagan Parkway. Traffic is cleared out as well. Southbound 465 on the east side, stop and go traffic from 72 Arlington Avenue. That's because of an earlier crash that has cleared. Southbound 65, 70, a 4-minute delay. North split down to the south split. Eastbound 70 slows on northbound 465 from East 56th Street up to I-69 and crash clear downtown. Southbound 65, 70 at Fletcher still jammed from the north split down to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Super Shore. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Right now, looking at around 53 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. We're going to play a fun round of Are You Okay With This? And we're going to do that next.
If you're stuck on what to get your loved ones for Christmas, how about the gifts of Indy's most iconic dining experiences? Right now through December 31st, Tues Culinary is offering a 20% bonus gift card with every gift card purchase of $125 or more. So that's 20% more to give or to keep for yourself.
Buy somebody you know a Hughes Culinary gift card. St. Elmo's Steakhouse, Harry and Izzy's, the HC Tavern and Kitchen, 1933 Lounge. Go to HughesCulinary.com. Buy those cards today.
The cold weather has made it to Indiana, and you've noticed that your HVAC system can't keep up. But which way should you go? What system do you need? What size do you need? What's going to work for you and your family? You need Masters Heating and Cooling. If you're tired of HVAC and plumbing companies with confusing offers, Masters keeps it simple. Get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort Advisors completely free, so you can make your next home decision with confidence and peace of mind. That's a free second opinion along with fantastic opportunities to get a perfect HVAC system tailored for you and your home. How about 0% financing for up to 60 months with a qualified system or $1,000 off a full system replacement? Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling to get all the details. Call Masters Heating and Cooling today. 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Cat sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling. 881-9074 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
At Busey, banking is about more than numbers. It's about relationships. For over 150 years, we've been helping individuals, families, and businesses reach their goals with personalized service and local decision-making. Whether you're opening your first account or planning your next big move, we're here with the tools and support to help you move forward with confidence. Busey Bank, your partner for life's moments, both big and small. Member FDIC.
Experience the wonder of happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Lease a 2025 Accord SE for $317 a month and zero down, or finance as low as 3.99% APR. Prefer an SUV? Lease a 2025 Pilot Sport all-wheel drive for $489 a month with zero down, or financing as low as 4.49% APR. Don't miss happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year, all fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends January 1st, 2026. See dealer for details.
If you're experiencing a hardship and need to quickly sell your home, we may be able to help.
I'm excited to start the new chapter of my life. I'm going to be moving 2 states away to be with my husband. Simple Quarters did not drag anything out. Simple Quarters wanted to get this done as quickly as I did, which was fantastic. I had the offer, I believe, within 2 hours of them coming through and doing the walkthrough. It just couldn't have worked out better. It really couldn't have.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Picture this, you're on a date, and then bad breath happens. Confidence gone. Here's the truth. Most gums and mints are just bad breath Band-Aids, but not Zellman's Minty Mouth. The functional breath freshener you swallow. Tiny dual-action capsules with mint on the outside, parsley seed oil inside, clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. It's only available online. Go to Zellmans.com, Zelmins, Zellmans.com, code FRESH for 15% off.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
The real spirit of Christmas is the goodness we feel in our hearts and share it with the world. Merry Christmas from Pierce Jewelers. May you have a peaceful and blessed new year.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tamara and Nigel to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Are you really okay with this?
Are you okay? Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm pretty far from okay.
Are you okay with this? On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, somebody's paying for this hammer. Brought to you by Window Nation. Window Nation's end-of-year sale is your chance to save big with 50% off all Windows styles plus 0% financing for 5 years. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com. Windownation.com right now to get started. I've got the hiccups. Can you tell?
I know. I couldn't tell if you were trying to fight back a burp or you were about to throw up. Both have happened on the air.
A woman's hairless dwarf cat farts on her.
I'm going to need you to reset this. Hold on. Well, I heard a lot of words in there that were kind of funny in their own right, but you put them all together.
A woman's hairless dwarf cat farted on her. She got it on tape, and she's a little disgusted.
Oh, God.
So that was her little hairless dwarf cat letting what appeared to be a pretty solid beefer on her, and her reaction was, oh, God.
I think we're going to need to hear that again, Allison.
Oh, God.
I didn't know cats, dwarfs or not, hairless or not, could fart like that.
That sounded like a human fart, right? That sounded like a real person. I'm okay with this.
You okay?
I'm all right with it. Cats have to fart. Everybody farts. And listen, I'm okay with the woman being a little disgusted by it, too. Sounded like she was trying to do everything nice, give the cat some loving, scratch its belly a little bit. Next thing you know, burn. Which brings us to great moments in fart history.
Oh, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Swalwell.
The president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election.
I mean, that sounded like the cat's fart. That sounded exactly like the woman's hairless dwarf cat farting in her arms. Great moments in fart history. Normally, you don't have a Supreme Court justice talking about it, but here we are.
Have you, I don't know if it's buffed or boofed. How do you pronounce that?
That refers to flatulence. We were 16. We want to talk about flatulence at age 16 on a yearbook page. I'm game.
I think I like to hang out with Kavanaugh.
That was a confirmation hearing?
Yeah.
Not since Ruth Bader Ginsburg have we heard the word flatulence.
That's what made her so notorious, those after-hour farts. And last but not least, great moments in fart history. This is one of my favorites. It flies under the radar, but this Kentucky weatherman in like southwestern Kentucky by the Indiana border, you can tell, just by listening, you can tell he's really trying to hold one in, and then he reaches a breaking point, and he's so defeated, he just tries to act like nothing happened.
So the cold front is making its march across the area. The next part of the question is how much colder? Well, you'll notice we've already gotten 30s in Evansville where the transition has occurred, and it's 42 in Bedford. I just want to show you how cold this air is. It's 8 in Des Moines, Iowa.
His face was red. There was a vein sticking out of his neck.
He couldn't help it.
He had to let it fly. And then, like the pro that he is, went on with the forecast. It's 8 in Des Moines. Great moments in fart history.
Are you okay with this? A woman found a small python in her luggage after a 9,300-mile trek from Australia back home to Scotland. It got in by hiding in her shoe. Again, a python in her luggage.
So it flew. Like the python was in her suitcase in the air, right?
9,300 miles from Australia back to Scotland. Here is Sam Jackson, if you need a reminder, what it sounds like when snakes are on a plane.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! Everybody strap in! I'm about to open some windows.
Okay, thank you, Samuel L. Jackson.
You okay with this?
Yeah, I mean, you go to the Australian outback, you'd be a moron not to check your luggage to make sure you don't have any sort of critters in there, whether it's a snake, whether it's some sort of lizard, whether you've got a baby kangaroo in there, I don't know. But Australia, they've got all things over there. So, yeah, you kind of got to check your luggage. But on the heels of that Samuel L. Jackson clip, Snakes on a Plane, when they air that on basic cable, like if you were to watch that on TBS or TNT or something like that, they don't bleep it out. They don't make it silent. They change the script. Like a lot of movies do this. Like
a voiceover.
Right. Here is what that sounds like. And we didn't change this. This isn't AI. This is real. When Snakes on a Plane airs on basic cable.
I have had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
Monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane.
That's incredible.
That's incredible.
It's incredible.
I love your hiccups. You can't go more than 3 seconds without hiccuping right now.
I'm like like doing this, and it's causing more hiccups, and I've got my water back there. It's not helping.
All right, so since you've got the hiccups, I want you to throw it to Matt Bear with traffic. I'm sorry. Throw it to Jake with the news.
Jake, here is the news with Jake on 93 WIBC.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
2 people dead in a Delaware shooting. Partly cloudy during your nightfall in downtown Indy. It's also 58 degrees. Lows tonight in the lower 40s. I'm Jake McDaniel. This report is brought to you by Michaelis Corporation. Here's what's trending at 5:30. The person who shot their weapon and a Delaware state trooper are dead after the shooting at a DMV in Wilmington this afternoon. Police said there's no longer an active shooter in that area, and they're looking into this now. AAA says over 120 million people in America are set to travel for the holidays this year. About 90% of them will be driving. If you're in the Northeast, look out for snowy roads, and the West should look out for winds and heavy rain for tonight. The Justice Department released more Epstein files, including email exchanges from a federal prosecutor lawyer of former Prince Andrew Mountbatten Windsor.
The government argues that Andrew provided no cooperation with the federal Epstein probe, and readers also suspect that another email from 2001 may have been from Andrew to Ghislaine Maxwell. It's simply signed A. It mentions caring for his own daughters at the royal family estate of Balmoral, and in the next sentence asks Maxwell, have you found me some new inappropriate friends? Now, another email making headlines was sent by an assistant U.S. attorney in 2020 stating that President Trump flew on Epstein's plane at least 8 times between 1993 and 96. That's more than originally reported. It also includes a 2021 federal subpoena to Trump's Mar-a-Lago club seeking employment records as part of the Maxwell prosecution. Now, nowhere in the material is the president formally accused by the government of any kind of wrongdoing.
And that's Fox's Alexandria Hoff reporting. Several people are injured after an explosion and fire at a Philadelphia area nursing home. It happened this afternoon at the Silver Lake Nursing Home in Bristol. Part of the building had collapsed and people were trapped in there. And college football bowl season. UNLV and Ohio play each other in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl tonight at 9. News time, 5:31. Traffic now with Matt Bear.
Yeah, Jake, I'm over on the east side. We have to avoid Keystone Avenue at East 34th Street. This is a crash that has closed the intersection at Keystone Avenue at East 34th. 4 people were taken to the hospital. I understand they were children with 2 in critical conditions. So again, that's Keystone at 34th. Please stay clear. Southbound 6570, crash clear at Fletcher, backed up to the north split. Inbound 69, stop and go 96th Street, 2465. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. And here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Expect a colder Tuesday night under partly cloudy skies. Lows will be down into the mid-30s. Christmas Eve on Wednesday, we're still mild, highs in the low to mid-50s under a mix of sun and clouds. By Wednesday night, we will check our next weather system. There will be scattered rain showers in a mix that will carry into Thursday morning. And speaking of the all-important Christmas Day forecast on Thursday, mainly cloudy, additional rain showers possible by Thursday night with highs in the mid-50s, which is well above normal for this time of the year. I'm Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Oh, we got breaking news here, Nige. Nothing says 'tis the season like a parking lot fight. I believe we may have a fight in the parking lot behind you, Nige. What's going on?
Where our radio station is located is adjacent to the living room lounge, which you and I are familiar with. Longtime staple downtown. I'm seeing 2 gentlemen in yellow, like neon shirts, confronting a woman who is. They're not being. It looks like they're trying to stop her from getting in her car.
She was walking a little tipsy.
Yeah.
Like she's trying to drive.
She started swinging on these guys. It doesn't look like these guys want her to drive. Oh, there was some. Oh, she drove off.
Oh, no.
And the 2 gentlemen flipped her off. I don't know. I don't have any context as going on. But that looked intense right there.
During the news, when Jake was doing the news, that's when we had some haymakers being thrown around there.
Yeah. Oh, he's flipping her off again. She took off in her car, and these guys are getting off and getting in their car. So that's it. I can't see anything more.
Okay.
I think it's over with. But she was swinging on these guys, but it looked like they were trying. At least from my vantage point, it looked like they were trying to calm a situation down.
Like maybe they didn't want her to drive if she had been overserved, perhaps. And she was pretty adamant that she was going to drive.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying that's what happened, but that could be a conclusion we could come to.
Okay. So we got a little action. We got action here in the parking lot.
I love it.
Let's go. Defense lawyers for the accused killer of Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson, are now asking the judge to remove the entire Utah County Attorney's Office from prosecuting the case because they say there's a tainted member. The prosecution has somebody that is in their family that witnessed Charlie being shot. So that should be grounds for all of the prosecuting individuals to be removed from this.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What I mean, so who's going to prosecute him then?
The same people that are now. There's a better chance of me being the number 1 pick in the NBA draft than the entire Utah County Attorney's Office being removed in the most high-profile case they've ever had.
I'm assuming the prosecution is fighting this. So the defense is throwing out the defense of this killer, this assassin, which, dear God, I wish I had never seen that on YouTube. Or on X. I saw it when it happened, up close.
Right.
And they're fighting to get this guy. We want cameras. We want him dressed in a suit and tie. We want this guy. We don't want any shackles on him. But it's pretty evident that he's the one that pulled the trigger to kill Charlie Kirk.
Right.
And now they're saying because one of the prosecution's family members witnessed it,
Right.
That's grounds for, we got to get a whole new prosecution team.
Everybody. Not just that individual whose family member it was. Everybody. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Speaking of happening, any more action in the parking lot?
I just looked back out in the parking lot.
Kind of rolled back and looked outside the window there and...
Again, it looked like two gentlemen were trying to diffuse the situation with I don't know what was going on.
And can I just say, there's something magical about like Allison coming in with that Christmas Kelly Clarkson song and sing some broad throwing haymakers out in the street on Christmas Eve.
I mean, that's what happened.
Oh, it's my kind of team, Charlie. It's my kind of team.
Hope everybody's okay.
According to AOC, they're going to have to rein in the media because the media has not been kind to the Democrats. Nige.
Rein in media?
Correct.
Like, is that the very definition of the word fascism?
Well, you put it that way.
We got to rein in the media. We got to rein in the media. Like, I swear to God, these people call Donald Trump and everybody they throw around the word fascist, and now they're saying now we got to rein in the media.
Here is the socialist sweetheart.
You know, I do think that several members of Congress in some of my discussions have brought up media literacy because that is a part of what happened here. And
what?
We're going to have to figure out how we rein in our media environment so that you can't just spew disinformation and misinformation.
What are you talking about? Outside of the beacon of news talk radio, which we kind of live in, 90+% of the national televised media is very, very left-leaning. And that counts the late-night talk shows. We talked about that earlier.
Yep.
Kimmel and Colbert and all those guys. AOC can sit there with a straight face and say that, well, we've got a problem with the media on the left. Because I'm old enough to remember when the media carried the water for the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Oh, what do you know?
Secret emails.
A really fishy story.
The Post claimed that the emails were found on a laptop computer that was brought to a repair shop in Delaware in the spring of 2019.
The FBI is now investigating whether those alleged Hunter Biden emails are actually connected to a larger foreign intelligence operation.
They may be related to a foreign intelligence operation.
Foreign intelligence operation.
Foreign intelligence.
Foreign intelligence.
Foreign intelligence operation.
For all we know, these emails are made up.
The information found on the laptop may be part of a Russian disinformation campaign.
Part of a Russian disinformation effort.
Described by many intelligence experts as having hallmarks, all the hallmarks,
you can
rather,
stop
all
that.
the hallmarks of a
Dear God.
That's example one. May I have the floor to continue?
Please.
Now, listen, I'm not going to sit here and act like this is the smartest guy in the world, but the media was so quick to judge Kyle Rittenhouse, they were wrong about everything.
Kyle Rittenhouse, a guy who's deeply racist, went with weapons to a Black Lives Matter protest looking to get in trouble. He did. He murdered a couple of people.
Rittenhouse, the 17-year-old kid, just running around, shooting and killing protesters.
You see
Not even close to being true.
Who was radicalized by Trumpism, took his AR-15 to Kenosha and became a killer.
A white, Trump-supporting, MAGA-loving, Blue Lives Matter, social media.
Kyle Rittenhouse, who has killed protesters, unarmed protesters.
Rittenhouse is a 17-year-old that went with a weapon into the middle of protests and then provoked people and then shot and killed them.
Kyle Rittenhouse is the enemy. Shooting wildly, running around. And
Okay, stop. That is all factually inaccurate, which brings me to the media's coverage of one Jussie Smollett.
Oh, boy.
They are looking for two suspects who were apparently wearing Make America Great Again hats.
The offenders uttered, "This is MAGA country."
Officials are investigating the alleged assault as a hate crime.
And now police say they're investigating this as a possible hate crime.
But I'm so shaken by the story.
This is horrible to report. This is a horrible story. This is a horrible story.
Yeah.
Because it's fake.
Absolutely despicable. And this is America in 2019.
This is America. It's fake, you dumbass.
Juno went on a late night talk show and started crying and saying it was Mike Pence's fault. Whoever that Ellen Page, or I don't know what she's calling herself now or himself now. But remember when she went on, it's Mike Pence's fault. And it was all fake. It was all a lie. But AOC says we need to rein in the media.
Yeah, because it's too right-leaning. One more clip here. And again, I think this is the star on top of the Christmas tree in terms of the media just carrying the water for the left, despite what AOC has to say. 2 words, Russian collusion.
Trump's Russia ties and Robert Mueller, the real Russia story, Russia probe, the ongoing Russia probe, the Russia investigation. But Mueller and the Russia probe, Russia synergies, they wonder if Russia has compromising information on the president. What is the source for the president's claim that they have found no collusion with Russia? He misspelled collusion. Every day we're trying to keep track of the drip, drip, drip of the Russia investigation. Drip, 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 Trump and Russia to see whether Trump was secretly working for Russia. Bring it back to Russia and Russia and Russia. Russia, Russia's the Russia, and Russia. Robert Mueller, Special Counsel Robert Mueller investigation, Mueller report, Russia conspiracy.
Do you believe that he's colluding with Russia?
I wish I could just say no.
The thumb, Brian Stelter. I thought he was going to cry.
Awful.
Thought he was going to cry. And listen, if anybody deserves praise this holiday season, Mrs. Stelter, because that guy's married. How would you like to be the broad that has to roll over in the middle of the night and see that fat cue ball of concern looking for some action?
I mean, I thought, I don't mean this in any offensive way possible. I didn't think he was straight. I didn't know he was married.
I didn't think he was straight or gay. I thought he was just a eunuch. Just a big, bald, hairless eunuch. But apparently he's found love, so good for him. A CNN host is suggesting that foreign narco-terrorists that are smuggling in fentanyl and drugs into our country need a trial. A trial.
No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Former Shark Tank host and commentator Kevin O'Leary has a slightly different idea.
And historically, as Adam has pointed out, the Coast Guard doesn't do that. They board the ships, they interdict the drugs, they collect the evidence, and in many cases, they try these individuals and bring them to justice. Why can't we do that now?
So what I've learned from all this, don't get on a boat with drugs in it. You get blown up. That's what I've learned from this. And I think at the end of the day, the administration was elected to stop the inflow of drugs that are killing Americans. I think they're doing that. We're having a very healthy debate about it. But basically, no one's debating whether we're drugs on this boat. Venezuela's sending drugs out everywhere. And where it gets transferred to what boat and when, who knows? But if you're on a boat full of drugs, you get blown up. And I think this may have some drug dealers saying, maybe I want to slow down on the boat drug stuff, which is really what the mandate of the government is.
Huh, well, when you put it that way.
But no, they need a trial. They're not even Americans. They don't need a trial.
They're struggling survivors, according to that weenie Tim Kaine.
Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War in the Pentagon, have found a way to make it a little simpler to stop the flow of drugs into the United States.
Blow them to hell. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Rush on over to Andy Moore Ford during the year-end sales event. Save over $13,000 off MSRP on a new Ford F-150 Super Crew. If you prefer to lease, get a new 2026 Ford Escape for under $300 a month. Or go bigger with a new Explorer for just $439 a month. Both for 39 months. That's year-end sales at Andy Moore Ford. You can even buy your vehicle 100% online, and Andy Moore will deliver it right to you. And get more before it's gone. Routine maintenance plans are available to keep things simple and convenient. Andy Moore Ford, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at andymoreford.com. Includes $13,241 dealer discount. Additional available offers include $1,500 rebate and $1,000 F-150 loyalty. Must qualify. Lease for $299, $439 per month. 10,500 miles per year. 25 cents per mile over. $3,500 to its signing. $0 security deposit. Tax, title, license fee, and $251.05 dock fee excluded. Available to qualified customers with approved credit. See dealer for full offer details. Expires December 31st, 2025.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. If you're planning to propose this holiday, we're ready to make creating your engagement ring a warm, welcoming experience. At Shane Company, we're all about your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Explore the widest selection of diamonds and ring settings ready for you to see in person, or visit us at shaneco.com. You'll have your ring in days, not weeks. Our friendly jewelry consultants don't work on commission. There's never any pressure, just perfect proposals. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
This is James with Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling. Out working during the holidays. I always love getting to customers' houses. They're baking, getting the free cookies or the cakes or things you're going to take home with you. Sometimes you're there helping somebody on Christmas Day and it becomes a benefit. My wife's like, "Oh, you had to work today," and I don't tell her about the case of cookies I got in the truck that I got while I was at Mrs. Jones's house. So we're here if you need us. You're part of our family.
Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Tune in to the Absolute Retirement Planning Show.
When retirement comes about, we're now relying on what we have saved to meet those needs.
Sundays at 9 a.m. right here on 93 WIBC.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
Breathe in the wonder and joy of Christmas, where the extraordinary often shines through the ordinary moments, through kindness, care, and compassion. At Franciscan Health, we provide care rooted in faith, love, and dignity, and believe life is a gift and every moment is extraordinary. So take a breath and give thanks as we celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas. Franciscan Health. Love your extraordinary life.
If your end of summer plans don't include a trip to Macy's, then you're missing out because our Labor Day sale has huge savings to wrap up the season in style, like dresses from Karl Lagerfeld and INC, 100 and under, plus just what you need for fall, like Levi's for your whole crew, 30 to 40% off. It's also the best time to update your home with our lowest prices of the season on furniture, mattresses, and more. Hurry in. Macy's Labor Day sale is going on now. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Guys, what are you waiting for? For that special Christmas gift, let Pierce Jewelers bring that sparkle back into her life with a diamond from Pierce Jewelers. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Macy's Backstage is inside your Macy's store where you can find last-minute gifts for under $20. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
Step into the spotlight with Dancing with the Stars. Catch the live show at Old National Center Wednesday, February 25th. Reserve your seats and tickets today at WIBC.com.
Well, Matt Baer, the fight is now clear in our parking lot here at the Urban One building. How are the roads elsewhere?
Well, we have an intersection that's closed. It's Keystone Avenue at 34th Street. That intersection shut down because of a crash from earlier. Jake will talk to you more about that during the 6 o'clock newscast. Southbound 6570 crash clear at Fletcher. Stop and go traffic to the north, split it almost back to Rural Street. On the east side, southbound 465 still slow before Brookville Road down to Arlington Avenue, and eastbound 465 slow. 31 over to I-65. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Right now, 52 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. And again, Christmas Eve. To get us in the mood of the holiday spirit, here's another holiday message from the lovely Terry Stacy.
Crack a couple cold ones. Want to join us?
Holiday Memories with Terry Stacy.
One time, I got really drunk and I made Christmas cookies at 4 a.m. And the rolling pin I used was a Pabst Blue Ribbon Tall Boy.
And this has been Holiday Memories with Terry Stacy.
Classy. It's a classy thing to do.
I mean, if you don't have a rolling pin, what else are you going to use?
Right. Nigel, you told me something last night at that Colts game that blew my mind. Because they played Mariah Carey's Christmas song over the PA. And you told me that was the first time you'd heard it this holiday season? I was
trying to avoid hearing it all season long. And yes, over the PA, that was the first time I'd heard Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. And
how have you been able to avoid it?
I listen to talk radio. I listen to this radio station. I'm sure some hosts have had that song as their bumper music. I haven't heard it yet. I don't think we have, but I really don't want to hear it anymore.
We've got something better.
Okay.
We've got a mashup between Marilyn Manson's The Beautiful People and Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
I'll listen to this.
Big finish.
I like this so much better.
Okay, I'm all right with that.
Take it.
This is our final show before Christmas. We are off tomorrow.
Yep.
We are off on Christmas Day. I'll be back on Friday. You're off for a little while longer than that.
Yeah.
But if we don't get a chance to talk to you guys, be safe. Have a great Christmas, Chinooka, Festivus, whatever it is you're celebrating. To those who got that Smokey Robinson joke, thank you.
Happy Chinooka.
Happy Chinooka. Matt, Bear, Allison, we love you guys. This show is not possible without you. Jake in the newsroom. He's getting better. He's doing
Hell
all
yeah.
right. That's our
He's
guy
killing
back
it.
there.
He's killing it.
We got another hour to go, though. Come on back.
Full of unexpected joys, like problems with water. That's why there's